Hi everyone, welcome to Sugar Lifestyle's virtual pop-up shop. Now we're ready to get things started. For those of you who are new to Sugar Lifestyle is all about pushing brand Jamaican products, local businesses, small businesses in the MSME sector. And I am a radiographer by trade, and I am very passionate about my art, restaurant ratings and reviews, culinary, finding the best culinary spots across the island, charity work, sports, health and fitness. I'm a personal trainer and sports nutritionist. And I enjoy, as I said, putting marketing brands or local brands. So that is what it's all about tonight. And we're gonna start with Chocolore Chocolate, one of our local artisans. And I have Miss Donna Sharp here with us, and she's gonna explain to us how, she produces a variety of bean to bar chocolates and where she sources her cocoa bean from, which farmer, which area in Jamaica, because I know that depending on the area in Jamaica, where you get this cocoa bean from, the chocolates actually taste different. So Donna, tell us about Chocolore.
Okay, let me start again. Thank you all for joining us online this evening, and thanks to Gabby for coordinating as usual. Chocolore Chocolate is located in Kingston and St. Andrew. We are manufacturers of artisan chocolates from bean to bar. Our products are made from Jamaican raw material, primarily cocoa beans from farmers in Clarendon and St. Catherine and St. Mary. Gabby just mentioned it depends on where the cocoa beans come from, you get your flavors, but part of the art of chocolate making is the fermentation of these beans. Depends on how well it's fermented, it gives you the varying flavors. Our chocolates
Donna, how long do you normally ferment the beans for?
7 days, thereabouts.
Okay.
Yeah. And our chocolates, to note, this is very important in these days, do not contain preservatives or artificial flavors or colors. Our product portfolio currently consists of 4 varieties. They are the white chocolate bar, the milk chocolate bar, the 60% dark chocolate bar, and the 70% dark chocolate bar. We have a chocolate for everyone. So vegans, come on board, we have chocolates for you.
What is the crowd favorite, Donna?
The crowd favorite is, I'd say the 70% dark is the crowd favorite.
Which one is the red packaged one again?
The red package is the 60%.
I think that's my favorite.
Okay.
And the dark blue packaging is the 70%?
No, the dark blue is the milk.
Oh, that's the milk, sorry, the purple one.
The purple is the 70%.
Right. Okay. Okay.
So for this year's Mother's Day and Teacher's Day, we nudge you to indulge in Chocolore Chocolate gifting solutions.
Awesome. And we want to remind everybody about our teachers. Teachers Day is next Tuesday, May 5th. Our teachers are going above and beyond from their homes to do virtual classes, and it's definitely different for them, even though the parents have it hard as well. We can find a way to treat the teachers. So do you have a way of delivering, Donna?
Yes, we do. We use Taro couriers and other couriers that help us out with delivery.
You have variety boxes as well, correct?
Yes, we do.
How many are in the variety boxes?
This is a 12-piece, and this one is actually going tonight as a free gift.
It is?
Yes.
Do you have a 6-piece too, or just the 12?
Yes, we have 6 pieces here.
Great. And those have a variety of
and if you notice the color code, it goes well with, or it goes with the milk chocolate, so the blue
Right.
blue,
And the white
the
chocolate.
white, right, and the dark. So that's 70% dark.
70%.
So
Great.
all of this matches the color code here. We
Okay.
even have a small 4-piece as well.
Okay, 4-piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
4, 6, and 12-piece variety packs. And Sugar Bears, please note that Chocolore Chocolate's contact information has been posted in the chat. As each local artisan comes on to speak, their information will be posted so you can contact them. You can also check your emails, as all the contact information of our local artisans and businesses were sent to you. Thank you so much, Donna. Do you have anything else left to tell us?
yes, I have a few things left to tell you. So these are our bars, and we have some gifting solutions here. There are some tokens for mom and the teacher, and because it's our challenging time, we have added into each of our gift solutions a fabric face mask.
Wonderful.
So that goes along with each gifting solution.
Great. And you have different sizes there.
We have different price ranges. We have different sizes.
What are the price ranges of the gift packages again?
Okay. Our price ranges, they range from 1,800 to 2,700. Like this one, this cutie one here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. I got that one for Valentine's Day. I think my husband Randy enjoyed it very much with the bicycle. All right, thank you very much, Donna from Chocolore. We'll try and check in with you later for those persons that may not have logged on yet. But thank you very much, Chocolore. We're going to move on to Pucker Up Cosmetics. Are they ready? Christina and Jody. Do we see them yet? Okay, let us find Christine from Blissful Dreams. Yes, she's there. Christine.
Right here. Thanks a lot, Gabby, and thanks for having us. Hello, everybody. I'm Christine. Nice to see you. I'm focusing on the products. Glad you're able to log in and join in with us as we prepare, as I said, for Teachers' Day and Mother's Day. I am a manufacturer of these handmade products that were professionally crafted, and also I've been trained to produce them by the chemists that developed them. I'm showcasing this evening.
Let me just briefly, I understand the chemist that developed them. She was my lab partner in university, Prudence Hall, that's correct?
Right? Yes, it's Prudence Hall.
Natural Sources Consultancy.
Yes, that's her.
So basically, she can also help other persons who like to develop their products, even if they don't have an idea as yet. They also have ideas.
That's one thing about Prudence. She's full of ideas and can help to identify maybe where you want to go if you don't know. So if you're interested, and she focuses on natural products. So that's one of
natural products, and I also hear food as well, food products.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was focusing on the skincare and hair care.
Okay.
So
you have lotions, shampoo bars, conditioner bars, lotion bars from 1,800 and up. Very affordable. Yes. And the sizes look very good as well.
Yes. Thank you.
I want to mention to everybody that your lotions, tell me which scents you have again. Ginger?
I have the lotion in mango passion as well as in coconut ginger.
Right.
So I have them. This is a sample of the lotions. And you mentioned the lotion bars. So these bars are travel ready for the persons who don't like to check luggage or they want to travel light. Okay. You don't have to worry about checking on your lotion or your shampoo or conditioner. And those come in a guava passion scent. So that's the other area of emphasis. Apart from the natural aspect of it, is the fact that they're scented to reflect our island spirit or island experiences. And so even persons in the diaspora would be able to connect with these products.
So tell me something, when you travel with these bars and you use them and they foam up, what's the consistency or the texture of it after you use it?
So in terms of the shampoo and the conditioner bar, what we ask is that once you've used them, you allow them to drain out and then stick them back into the tin to use them so that they will maintain the consistency if you treat them in that way. So you don't allow them to get waterlogged.
Okay, so just like regular soap then, and then you have your own container for it.
Yes, it has its own container, so you don't have to worry about it leaking out or causing any damage to anything else you might be traveling with.
Great. So, Christine, tell me how you've been dealing with COVID times. I'm interested because I know you normally have a wide variety of products, including things like beard oil for men.
Yes.
But I must go back to saying that it's the coconut ginger lotion that I have. As a radiographer in healthcare, I have to wash my hands ever so often, worse in COVID times, and it keeps my hand moisturized for much longer, even more than a cocoa butter lotion. I've been using your lotion since February, and I encourage all to use it because I'm sure the indications of COVID times are showing on our hands for both ladies and men. But yes, I'm interested to hear about how you're dealing with COVID, because you normally have a wide variety of items, including beard oil for men, and other products. So what is the status on manufacturing those other products in your line at this time?
Well, we what I try to do is manufacture, of course, in batches. So I basically maintain a certain amount of stock, and then depending on how each particular item goes, I would then go ahead and manufacture another batch to maintain, of course, as you know, quality control issues, and to ensure that all the batches are essentially comparable across. But in terms of COVID, as you're indicating, the lotion is what is being in demand the most, because as you're indicating, most people would have their, hand soap or whatever it is they're using to sanitize. And so they're looking for something after that.
So you're focusing on essential products at this time?
Exactly, yes. The essential products, the lotions, of course, the shampoos and conditioners. And I have bar soaps as well. So those are here, as well as bath salts, which of course you can use to do foot soaps as well as full body soaps.
So your shampoo and conditioners, since the lotions you have are so good in terms of moisturizing, the conditioners, they're very good for dry hair?
Absolutely. I mean, they're really catered for because as you indicated, Prudence had done it. She is very aware of the challenges that we have with our hair types.
And persons can't make it to the hairdresser as regularly right now.
Right, and you're not able to. So, I mean, moisture amidst, for example, other maybe some slight scalp issues, she would have formulated them to do a decent job at not just cleaning, but also the moisturizing aspect and hydrating.
Okay, thank you very much, Christine Clark from Blissful Dreams.
Yes, thanks, Gabrielle.
All right, we're going to move on to Pucker Up. Do we have Christina and Jody here with us yet?
Yes, we're here.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
Hi. Good, thanks. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
So
we have Pucker Up Cosmetics, and you have a new beet line. Beet as in beetroot.
Yes, so we are.
So tell us what
as in beetroot, yes.
This new line of products. We're gonna soon see your screen shortly. So we have Christina Wellington, right? And that's Jody Miller of Pucker Up Cosmetics. So who has the display for us?
So Jody will actually be promoting our beet line. She'll do it a bit. Are you hearing?
I'm gonna pause right there, and we're gonna bring up. You said it's Christina that has it up. Oh, there we are. Hi.
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 Jody.
So
go ahead, Christina.
No, I was saying Jody will discuss our beet line of products.
Okay.
And we'll go after this more into the other products after.
Okay, Jody, let us know what's in the beet line.
All right, so in the beetroot line, we're trying to promote the usage of beetroot. And we have started that line with our beetroot face mask, which is, it comes in the powdered form. Also, it has clay beetroot powder and a little vitamin C in it. This is what it looks like, our beetroot and clay face mask. A part of that line, we also have our beetroot soap and our beetroot lip balm.
You have a variety of lip balms. Do you also have the other lip balms available? Strawberry, lemongrass.
Strawberry, lemongrass, lavender, pumpkin spice, turmeric. We have rose. We also have chocolate and blood orange.
What has the response been to your new beet line?
It has been steady so far. Persons don't really know the benefits of beetroot, so we're trying to promote it because it has antioxidant as well as it gives you, clears the skin.
It
right?
replaces dead skin cells, exfoliates the skin, provides detox support, fights premature aging and more, right? So it has a lot of antibacterial
properties to it. That's right. So we're trying to get persons to come into it. Same like as turmeric, we're trying to let persons gravitate to it because they don't really know the benefit that it has.
And you have been able, this beet line is very new, so you have been able to get this out to your customers by delivery, correct? You've been able to get your products
offering delivery. Yeah. So we've been offering delivery via mail and Nutsford Express. We've also resumed in-person delivery with restricted, we kind of screen the areas, and so we've limitedly resumed our cash on delivery system.
Okay.
So mainly to New Kingston and Half-Tree areas and Spanish Town.
So how have you been handling the business with, I believe Christina is in Irish Town and Jody, you're in St. Catherine? Right, so how have you been handling that? Has Christina been doing most of the work for now?
We share
the duties because Jody and I are essential workers, so we still go out. We still are able to travel a bit more freely than others. So
lovely.
Sorry?
Hardworking young entrepreneurs in the MSME sector. Please, guys, look in the chat for Pucker Up Cosmetics contact information, their Instagram handles. Remember, they deliver by zip mail and Nutsford Express. And of course, I'm sure all our artisans are practicing proper sanitization techniques in terms of getting these packages out, making sure, hands are clean when packaging, etc. Correct?
Yes, definitely. We mask up on delivery, gloves up, and ensure that our products are properly packaged so the persons who are receiving them won't have any issues.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Jody and Christina from Pucker Up Cosmetics. We're going to now move on to Rev Jewelry and Accessories with Tizia Bennett. Everybody, please get revved up because I surely am. We're going to get Tizia on our screen shortly. Hi, Tizia.
Hi, how are you doing?
What a revelation with those earrings.
Oh, thank you. Such a wonderful initiative, Gabby. Congrats.
Thank you.
Love this. And I'm discovering so many new artisans, like that conditioner thing. I'm so interested in that, the conditioner bar.
Awesome, yes.
Yeah.
Each is used to their own craft with Sugar Lifestyle shows so that we can focus on each of you and the different products that you have to offer. So tell us what you have here. I know you have a lot of discounts and deals for us, which everybody needs to capitalize on. Remember, the contact information is in the chat and has been emailed to you because Rev products, quality products, You're in Devon House, obviously. How are you dealing with that right now with closure?
Man, Devon House, I mean, even today, a customer was asking me what was going on and stuff, but pretty much the restaurants that are there, they're still open. So like the internet cafe, the bakery, and Pimentos, just great sandwiches, they're still open, and the ice cream shop. But there isn't much traffic, to be honest. Because everybody, everyone is really diverting and everyone is staying home as much as they can if you don't have to go to the road, just to doing essential things such as food shopping and so on. And that's why I really like this platform. So this is a really creative idea.
Yes, great, excellent. So you have, tell us about your perfume oil, your Reggae Shea perfume oil that you premiered over the Christmas. It was at Sugar Lifestyle's Christmas Connection at the Pegasus as well. And I understand that it's so like hot bread. It was an excellent stocking stuffer. I had a blast getting those. I mean, personally, I want to just tell everybody that when you put on that perfume oil, of course, it's easy to travel with because it's like a roll-on. So it's not a spray, right? You just roll it on the skin. And it's like you just have this euphoric feeling, this refreshing feeling once you put it on, right?
That's why everyone loves it so much. Where's my phone?
I had to use it when I finished setting up for the actual Christmas show, and then I had to do a quick freshen up, and then I'm like, oh God, thank God the Reggae Shea perfume oil is still in my handbag. And then I was like, I'm ready.
It is lovely. Thank you so much for that. So just quickly, Rev is a French word. It means dream. And my brother and I started this company back in 2006, but opened our store at Devon House in 2009. And we really, what would I say now? Like really have morphed and transformed into really a lifestyle brand. So we're known as the brother sister that makes very bold, unique jewelry, which helps women express their personal style. I mean, I fell in love with my brother's work. He's a goldsmith, meaning that he's trained to do fine jewelry. And a lot of persons have really come to know the brand for working with non-precious metals like brass. Like I'm wearing this amazing ring that is made with brass, and he set like a citrine stone in it. So for example, where is it? I have some loose crystals here because I gather stones. I'm a collector from ever since. Like this is a rose quartz and like amethyst. So you can bring your crystals, your diamonds, even your stones, whatever it is, and he will set it because that's what he does. He's a goldsmith. So I fell in love wearing looking at his pieces and what he was doing, and we became a business together. And pretty much all the years ago. And so when we opened the store now, I found that our customers were falling in love with things that we use. Like for instance, I like to consider myself a naturalista with a lot of things. And that's how the Rev lifestyle brand came out of just persons coming to us and asking, what are you using on your skin? What are you using in your hair? And because of our personal experience, like I have eczema, like right now, I'm not wearing any makeup, just my lip glass. That's what they call it. I think that brand, lip glass. And that's it. And and it's because of the products that I've been using. So that's what we launched the Reggae Shea, which is under the Rev Lifestyle brand, which is our natural shea blend, which is what you were talking about. So it's an amazing whip, and we're doing an awesome sale. Like generally speaking, like whenever our customers buy our Reggae Shea and come back with their containers, we give them 10% for reducing and recycling and reusing. And so, for instance, this 1 ounce jar would cost $600. We're doing it for $500. We're doing free deliveries within Kingston with any of our products. And the Reggae Shea perfume oil that you spoke about, where some women prefer to wear an oil as opposed to like a butter or heavier product. And so we like to listen to what our customers is saying to us, and we respond to that. So for instance, like I was mentioning that I personally have eczema. So when you come to the store or not, well, no, we don't have the store to come to, right? So if you come and you want to buy something, or if you have something already and you point out that you're allergic, we can upgrade. Like this earring I'm wearing is all hand beaded with crystals and beads. And this part is 14 karat gold plating. So it's hyperallergenic surgical steel. And behind me, I have a whole rack of goodies, and one lucky person is going to be getting a pair. These are all real stones and crystals, and they're set on sterling silver. So we have genuine pearls, we have crystals such as jade and rose quartz and jasper and so on. And the post finish is sterling silver. So we have all that going on, and we're going to be giving away a pair from here. So I'm excited about that.
Be
So yeah.
excited. See you right now. But Tizia, I was saying that.
Hello, Gabby, you still there?
Oh, am I being heard?
I don't know if anyone wanted to ask anything else. We, as I was saying to you before, like we have customers now, believe it or not, for example, who still planning their lives, and so we have persons getting married, and we're making usually customers who come to us to make wedding rings and so on, or persons who don't like the traditional bling bling or typical kind of a thing. And like, for instance, Dwayne just finished this beautiful 14 karat gold traditional band with a little like brushwork, if you can see it.
Lovely.
Going around, and this is 14 karat white gold. So we work in with all the metals, and you can bring your design or you can select from what we have, but it's 100% manufactured right here by us, right here in Jamaica.
Yeah, can you show me your, as a lifestyle brand, I mean, you're really doing well. You have everything. You have this high quality, hypoallergenic jewelry. You have the reggae shea butters. When I met Tizia at Stush in the Bushes and Simo's Movable Feast in Trelawney, I was just mesmerized by the glow on your skin. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, what is that? And you said it was body crack.
Yeah, that's exactly what I call it, my skin crack. I call it that.
Body crack.
Remember, that's when we first met. Yes, it was such an awesome event. But really and truly, as I said, our company came out of me. Like I lived in London, lived and worked in London, and then I lived and worked in France. And when I was there, I fell in love even more with my culture. And, you know, I just kept thinking about my little brother, which is Dwayne, you know, and how he would really appreciate the art there, because I've always loved fashion and art. And while I was there, when I came back home, Dwayne was just learning to do jewelry making, and he was experimenting. And I was like, I've never seen anything like this before. And I just started wearing them. I fell in love with what he was doing.
Yes.
You know, it really helps an individual to express their unique style. And then, you know, as I said, how the lifestyle thing happened was I struggle with eczema. I just had a baby, and it's the same thing with my baby, like he has eczema and everything. And a friend of mine back in 2012 introduced me to African shea butter and African black soap, and it literally healed my skin. Like in 1 week, my skin, I didn't need to go to my dermatologist. I had to go and get a prescription. It would lighten my face. Someone looking at me, I rub my skin. You know that when it was a rub, like my face was light and it wasn't matching the rest of my body, but it was the only relief I would get, and it would be a prescription. And when I did the research on it, you know, long-term side effects of steroids and stuff like that really isn't good. It affects your liver and your reproductive system and all that. So I started my solo search for a natural solution, and that's when my friend ended up introducing me to shea butter. Now, the issues I had with that was it works beautifully, but my skin, like it smells horrible, it's oily, it's heavy, all of those things. So again, I launched into this thing where I started just whipping it up myself, adding different oils to make it attractive and sensual and sexy and all of that stuff, where when I put it on, it's like, you know, I'm experiencing a moment, you know, I'm just enjoying myself for a moment. And that's how Reggae Shea came about. And I started using it. So it started with my face, spread to the rest of my body. And I did a big chop, cut off all my processed hair. So I have photos of me looking like a little boy. And I grew up my hair naturally. And I've cut my hair at least, last time I cut my hair was 2 years ago, but this is all from like just using my Reggae Shea, and I bleach my hair really hard. And that's all from using the Rev Reggae Shea and castor oil in my hair. And that's my thing. That's all I use, to the point where I started bottling it because persons wanted it. And it's on one of our bestsellers because it works. It works so well. And you know, people talk about it all the time on our TripAdvisor page and every other testimonials where they can talk about it, because it's a light, lovely, natural, no preservatives, no additives, heals the eczema. I can use it on my baby. You know, the men can use it too, because it's not too, the scent is not too fruity or floral, because I really don't like that either. So I developed it with fragrances that I liked, and it really resonated really well with other people. And that's, again, the customers were like, some persons were like, oh, I don't want a shea butter, but can you give me that smell, that essence, like in just like something I could touch on my pulse area? And that's
sandals, right? Tizio, going into fashion with sandals. You started sandals about a year ago. I have my pair that I rock. You have different colors, Jenny leather, and of course you incorporate your metals in the sandals, right?
With us, we as artisans and as creatives, I really stand behind authenticity and making something unique, and you know, something that if people like it, like just find a way to build on it. And you know, a part of our vision and mission and just our core belief is growth and development. So we came up with the idea of using our styles and our methods to make jewelry on our sandals. So I launched the sandals with my brother, as you rightfully said.
Great. Quickly tell us about the sandals, and then we're gonna have a giveaway break and introduce our special guests.
Yeah, sure. So as you said, it's all genuine local leather that we use, and they come in different colors. And then the motif, like especially here, it's jewelry and it's mounted. It's very comfortable. You have a pair, so I'm sure you can testify to that. It's very comfortable because we've padded it, so it's not, the metal is not resting on you directly. But this is what makes it so different. And I wear these, or I wear them into the ground, and other customers talk about it too. So we have different styles.
And you now have a $9,000 special on these sandals, coming down from
usually our sandals are 10,500, and it depends, because sometimes we can do a wedge, so it'll be more money. But no, we're doing whatever we have in stock. They're $9,000 right across the board for any pair. So you can get a gold one with this kind of motif, which we have earrings that goes with that too, somewhere on my table somewhere. Like, let me show you. So we have like this motif here, and it's back here. So, you know, when you accessorize,
you can mix and match with their jewelry and accessories.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Like this bracelet, for example, goes back with the $100 here.
Okay.
And it's like with wider feet. So we custom make it, of course, because we make it. So you know, some women have wider feet, like this style would.
Yes, Tizia. I remember when I was ordering my sandal, it was like in olden days when you're going to send your relative to foreign and you draw your foot on the paper. Yes, you draw your foot on the paper, and then I made my order, and then it was perfect fit. I just had to cut the straps, and then it was good to go.
I'm glad you feel that way. Absolutely. So you can come in and have your stuff if you feel like, you know, one foot might be a little bit off and the other one. You know, we're not, we all have our little flaws. There's so many different kinks that women come in with and stuff, but you can come and we custom it for you. So some ladies, as I was saying to you, we keep the names of our sandals, again, very local and very inspired by popular places. So this is the flat bridge design. And this usually women with like wider feet, they really love it, and we usually have any size up to a 13, whatever size you want, we make it. So from as tiny as like a 5.5 or 6 feet to as big as a 12.5, it doesn't matter. We make them all.
Thanks so much, Tizia.
Thank you.
Jewelry and accessories. That was, you know, truly revolutionary for, you know, lifestyle. And please tell your brother Dwayne hello for us, you know.
Well, he's an uncle duties.
Yes, right. And again, Tizia's Rev Jewelry and Accessories contact information has been posted in the chat. And if you're interested in anything, they deliver their items quickly. So you can message Tizia also directly through the chat. Thank you, Tizia.
Thank you too.
Now we're gonna take a little break as we've wrapped up personal care. I want to welcome all my guests coming in. I see you coming in. Welcome to Sugar Lifestyle's virtual pop-up shop. I'm Gabrielle Burgess, aka Sugar. And as I said earlier, I am in healthcare. I'm a radiographer, I do x-rays. but I'm passionate about my art, GW art. I'm passionate about local artisans and branding in terms of putting brand Jamaica products out there, small businesses in the MSME sector, as well as sports. I'm a sports fanatic. My father was a West Indies cricketer. And we have, of course, restaurant ratings and reviews and contributing to charities and more. Now, I want to introduce some of my guests today. Tonight, we're gonna have Burrito Investments Limited, Miss Karen Newman. We're gonna have the Gastronomic Experience Awardees, Stush in the Bush. We're gonna have Jabba's Pepper Swims. We're gonna have the Haven JA and Cook Up Creations. So let's look out for all of these, but I would love to do some giveaways. Right now, I have all of you in a little bag. So I can just hope that some of you have been early, you know, the early bird gets the worm, right? Let's see who we have here for those lovely pair of, I think it is sterling silver earrings from Red, semi-precious stone sterling silver drop earrings that are ideal for work. And right here, oh my, the winner of these drop earrings is Diane Babulal. Congratulations, Diane, you've just won a pair of earrings from Red, and I envy you. So let me just note that you're a Red winner and you are now a Reveler. Congratulations. Let us also, Chocolore mentioned earlier, they also have, I believe it's a 12-piece variety pack. And that's milk chocolate, dark chocolate, the 70%, and white chocolate in this 12-piece variety pack from Chocolore Chocolate, local artisans, bean to bar, low sugar. They use cane juice as a sweetener. Let's see who is the winner. I don't think is Latifa here. No. All right. Maybe we'll do this as in audience. Is Kadian Gray here? I think I saw Kadian earlier. Do we see her, Randy? Kadian Gray. I see, yes. Kadian, congratulations. You've won a 12-piece variety pack from Chocolore. And thanks so much for joining Sugar Lifestyle's virtual pop-up shop and supporting our local artisans. All right. So now I want to introduce my special featured guest, Carrie-Ann Newman from Burrito Investments Limited. Carrie-Ann is an investment advisor. She's actually my advisor as well. And Carrie-Ann is very efficient and proactive. I enjoy my experience with Burrito, whether we're going through this crisis or not. Burrito Investments have, compared to other investment houses, they keep you in the know. They give me, I think it's weekly updates as to the stock market, what's happening in the stock market, and general advice. So I want to have Carrie talk to us about investing during uncertain times. Welcome, Carrie-Ann Newman from Burrito Investments Limited. So we have to unmute her. You have to unmute yourself. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me, Gabby. It's truly a pleasure to share with the Sugar Lifestyle family once more.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank you. You see me clearly, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All righty. So I just wanted us to look at, investing during uncertain times. I know that we may have a lot of existing investors or new investors who may feel a little hesitant at this time. And I just wanted to give some tips and some reassurance as it relates to doing any type of investment during these uncertain times. So definitely, you know, as an investment company, we do recognize the intensity and the impact and the adjustments that we've had to make during this global pandemic. Yes. But we do believe that there are a lot of learning opportunities. There are still investment opportunities as at this time. Although we do see markets declining and a lot of us may be a little concerned or worried, I just want to reassure those investors that history has proven that markets do rebound. So we won't stay here forever. The markets move in a circular fashion. So it will, as I said, it will rebound, and it's important to maintain your positions in your portfolios. Definitely, if your circumstances have changed, then you can contact your investment advisor and see how best you can rebalance those portfolios. But do not be too worried. As I said, markets do rebound. You would have heard maybe of success stories of other investors who would have taken advantage of the opportunities that declining markets presented. And it's also an opportunity for you as well. You can invest into different asset classes gradually. You don't have to do a large amount. You can contribute gradually, and it contributes to what we call dollar cost averaging, which means that you are reducing in terms of the prices. So you're taking advantage of prices as they decline. And definitely also as an investor, you want to stick to the plan that you initially had. If your goal at the start was a long-term investment, you want to stick to that plan. You want to remain diversified, and you want to be in frequent contact with your investment advisor.
Okay, I don't know if there was a stipulation. I think there was the other day that persons cannot pull out money at this time from or sell stocks. Is dividend?
Right.
Is that true? Tell us about that briefly.
Right. So BOJ has asked that companies who normally pay dividends has asked that they stop paying dividends for the rest of this year. And that's really to manage our liquidity ratios and that type of thing. Should in case there be an issue, we want to ensure that we are adequately, our reserves are adequately sufficient to maintain our economy. So definitely those dividends would be stopped for this year. So it's just for those persons who would normally receive dividends from their stock investments. Those dividends would be stopped for this year and then resume next year.
So with this COVID crisis, let's say that, the world recovers by the end of September.
Mm-hmm.
And persons probably have invested in let's say the beginning of January.
Right.
Can you give us an idea of how long you think the market will take to rebound?
It's a little difficult to identify an exact timeline. It's really dependent on how quickly businesses are able to rebound. Definitely, as the country, although we are not isolated, we are in a better position than we would have been, say, maybe 2008 when the recession would have hit and markets took, I think, about between 4 and 5 years to really rebound. I do believe that we are in a better position. As I would have said, our liquidity ratios are up. BOJ, in terms of with that IMF deal that we would have had before, our economy is in a better space. So definitely the rebound time should be shorter than before. But in terms of an exact timeline, that's a little bit difficult to time, right? But as I would have said, as an investor, you want to stick with because remember, investments is normally a long-term type of thing. You want to stick with whatever was your initial plan. You want to maintain that as best as possible.
So we definitely have to give it time. I'm going to, I see Randy Burgess raising his hand to ask you a question. So let's allow him to go ahead with what he has to ask.
Yeah, just a quick one, Kerry. I was just wondering if there are any other investments that would seem more, not necessarily secure, but probably more sure than maybe the stock market is right now.
Definitely. And it goes back to, you know, one of my points of you maintaining diversification across different asset classes. So you do have fixed income assets that provide more principal protection. So whatever it is that maybe you would have invested into the stock market, you can opt to move over into some fixed income assets. And those would be like similar to what you probably know at the bank as a term deposit. So we would have repurchase agreements or money market instruments that maintain principal. And while the rate of return may not necessarily be as great as what the stock market could do, it definitely is better than your savings account, and it maintains a principal, which a lot of persons would be wanting to do at this time.
Okay, and I noticed another hand up, and I want to also, you know, emphasize that contact information for everybody or featured guests, for Kerry and Newman from Burrito Investments Limited. All our vendors have been emailed to you and have been written in the chat. So you can open the chat. If you came in late, you can check it to see who you've missed and how you can contact them. We'll try and do another round later. But Anna from Be Sweet Honey. Hi, Anna. And I have a question for you, and it's very important at this time for our small businesses to, you know, invest. So let's see what Anna has to ask.
Hi, Kerry. How are you doing?
Fine. You?
I am good. I was actually glad to know that you've joined us tonight for the virtual pop-up shop. Burrito is emerging as one of my favorite companies. Glad to have met you. So I'm gonna take my little advantage when I come into the branch. All right. In my other life, I mean, I appreciate you sharing with us about the investment landscape. But I wanted to add something to what you said earlier. As in my other life, I also work at Bank of Jamaica. Okay. So I am a little familiar with the measures the bank is putting in place right now to ensure liquidity. I just wanted to add, just for clarification, that the hold on dividend payments are not for all companies. They're just for financial companies. So the NCBs, the Scotiabanks, JMMB, only those companies are required to withhold their dividend payments. But any other company in which we are invested, they can continue to make dividend payments. It's just that because BOJ supervises the banks, we can ensure that the liquidity remains, so that they have money to lend as credit if it is required. But I also wanted to ask if as small businesses, especially me, I don't know if you said it, I'm sorry if I missed it, but what really would you recommend to start with investing for your small business to ensure that there's a little capital there when you need it? Which one of your products would be most appropriate?
Okay, well, definitely, before considering what product, I mean, definitely would have to be a conversation with both of us in terms of what would be your timeline, firstly. What is your purpose for investing?
Right.
Right, what is your purpose for investing? And then we can look at products. Definitely still, even though, as I was saying before, even though markets are declining, there's still opportunities in the equities market. And for example, we have a unit trust product that is in fact the number one unit trust fund in the country, that it's a minimum of 10,000 to invest in at this point. So you don't necessarily need a large sum of cash to start investing. And as I say, invest in small amounts, that you're comfortable with, and definitely will see the advantage over the long run.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anna.
And I'll
get to Be Sweet Honey soon.
Yes, man. Sweet over here.
All right. So back to you, Kerry. What tips? Give me some general tips you'd like to, tell us in terms of spending or budgeting wisely at this time.
Right. Alrighty, so you know that as it regards a budget, you have to make something that suits you. And definitely in a time like this, a lot of us, if you had an existing budget, it now means that you may have to do a little shifting. It may mean that some of the expenses that were mandatory before now may not necessarily be an expense. So for example, like transportation, if most of us are working from home, you may not be needing to spend as much on transportation. And my recommendation is that, you separate what are my mandatory expenses from my optional expenses. And from those optional expenses, you cut as best as possible. And what you're able to cut out, you want to be able to invest those monies. Now you can invest them on money market instruments. As I said before, if it is that you're not feeling too comfortable with the equity space, you can invest them on money market instruments. And what that kind of does is it takes away the funds from your debit card accounts and your checking account, so you don't need to easily access those funds. So you kind of put them aside to go and earn something, and you don't have the access to it. At this time, definitely too, I would also recommend that we may have a little extra time on our hands. Some of us ladies may get busy online doing some online shopping. You want to stay away from that as best as possible. We don't want to put in purchases that we don't need on our credit cards at a time like this, unnecessary purchases like that. I also recommend at this time, you want to stay as liquid as possible. So you may not want to be prepaying any bills at this point. Pay your bills as they become due.
Okay.
Right. And then you also want to, if it is that you have, if you have loans, you want to be able to pay those as they arise as well, pay them as usual. If it is that you're having any difficulty, go in and speak with your business banker and see what arrangements can be made. But definitely you don't want to leave those.
If your income is not right now, if you don't have cash coming in, if a lot of persons have been laid off, persons have had pay cuts, whether it's a 2-week on and off shift system, or persons' hours have been cut from the week. Staff have been split. So it's important for those people to know what to do really and truly if their money may be less or at a standstill.
Right. So you don't want to ignore the debts, pay them, go in, have a discussion. A lot of banks have a lot of different options available at this time to assist as the need arises.
And what if you can't go into the bank? Can you, who do you call to do this over the phone? What?
And so you call the customer care lines if it is that you have a relationship with your business banker or your relationship manager. You definitely give them a call. And there shouldn't be any need for you to go into the bank.
Lots of the branches are closed as well.
Right.
One more question from Ryan, and ask you one more question, and then we'll move on. So Ryan Mackenzie has a question.
Yes.
For Kerry.
Yeah, hi Gabby, good night. Good night, Kerry.
Hi.
Hi. All right. So I have a quick question for you. You touched on it briefly in terms of, rebalancing your portfolio during this COVID-19 time. As a licensed financial advisor, can you make a recommendation for a stock which you think is good at this point in time, given what's going on with COVID? And secondly, and last question, what are your minimum requirements to open an equities account at Burrito?
Alrighty. Definitely at this time, in terms of stock purchases, you want to maintain investments or purchase companies that we consider value companies that they stick to the fundamentals of investing that you know of. So companies that have good balance sheets, good management, and who are able to sustain your debts, that type of thing. Those companies that have prospects for growth. And definitely some of those companies, and it really depends on if you're hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you.
Okay, it depends on your individual portfolio, but definitely companies such as NCBs, you can look at Panjam, you can look at Sagicor, you can look at Supreme Ventures, you can look at Grace Kennedy's, Scotiabank, these companies that have been around and have stood the test of time. Their financials are good. Those are definitely companies that you want to look at. And then, as I say, it's a discussion with your investment advisor as well. what your outlook is, what is your individual situation that determines the type of companies that you choose to invest into. In terms of the minimum amounts required to open equity accounts with us, so for our equity unit trust, the minimum amount now is $10,000, and for our stock accounts, the minimum amount is $25,000.
Ryan, does that answer your question adequately?
Very adequately. Thank you very much, Kerry.
No problem.
Kerry, I must tell you, as usual, this was very insightful. Thank you very much, Kerry and Newman Investments Advisor from Barita Investments Limited. Please check the chat and your emails for Kerry Ann's contact information. Thank you, Kerry.
You're welcome. Thank you so much, Gabby.
Okay, now we're actually going to move on to me. GW Art. So I'm going to get this screen going here. Take this one off. And I'm going to show you around. Now, first, let me actually introduce you to GW Art. I started GW Art in 2014 as a business. I had my aha moment in 2011 when I moved out on my own and my walls were empty. And I said, why buy things to put on the wall or paintings when I can paint them myself? I represented Immaculate Prep and High with art and won various awards island-wide. And I took the science route, as you all know, with radiography, but I never left my art behind. I dabbled a little bit in my art during university because, you know, books were expensive, etc. I would find persons to purchase my art, and then I took a break when focusing on my degree. And as I said, I got back into art in 2014. I like to think of my art as, you know, being suitable for everyone. When you look at my pieces here tonight, the new collection has begun. You will notice just a few from the old collection. I wouldn't say old really. I try the seasonal collections. So the most recent one would have been, you know, from December, and the annual Christmas show that I have. And so we're talking about wooden pieces, wooden signs that are very trendy. My pieces right now, you know, can be very affordable from 3,000 upwards. You can check the information in the chat for how you can see the available pieces. I have separated them on my website, www.sugarlifestyle.com, where you can click on the home screen bar and see the available art from GWR right now. Paintings, wooden signs, decorative pieces. So let me take you through. So right here we have Standing Still. Some are graphic pieces, a lot have actual meanings behind them. Standing Still inspired me from, I always used to have a flamingo up in my room as a little girl. And no matter what difficulties we go through, especially during this time, you just need to remain standing, even if it's on one foot. We have a lot of persons are loving black and white pieces right now, are trending. So we have Trump full hair and this loving love and unity, right? I had worked with the Deaf in February, and that inspired that piece. And here, the thankful wooden signs are very trendy. It's one of my best sellers that you can have in your homes. And GW Artworks for your home decor, office decor, wherever. And this family piece, I will actually do as a giveaway today, golden. We have an eye for you. Neon colors are trending as well. This is my new piece out of Many One Woman. Now, I hope that each of you, I mean, when I was doing this piece, I realized that we have a really diverse set of women, especially in Jamaica, hence the title of the painting. And even if you can't identify with the looks of these women in this painting, maybe your ancestors, I mean, it's coming from, you know, Generation X moving forward. You can see she has highlights on the tip of her hair, you know. Whether it's the look in their eyes, their hair, their accessories, their fashion, you may be able to identify with one of these women here. And here are some other pieces. I have very affordable 8 by 10 pieces, coffee fits, and another wooden piece that stands. And in Sugar Lifestyle GWR responds to COVID with COVID air. So this is a framed piece, and of course, reflecting the spread of COVID right now. Who would want COVID air in their home? I know, but guess what? If we get through this, which we will rebound. You will be reminded of how we rise above COVID, right? So have this piece, get this piece, fight it, get over it, rebound. Here's a simple decorative piece. Some people just want simple. And this is also frames. Both frames are from Frame Art Jamaica on Old Hope Road. I have to big them up because, you know, they always, you know, cater to my needs when I rush into them quick. And the hummingbird, or Dr. Bird, that's the title, or Dr. Bird, inspired from going up to Eats Cafe. When the hummingbird feeds from the trees, the water bottles in the trees. This it's a bestseller that I decided to do on a larger canvas. And of course, this is actually from the most recent collection, the last exhibition I had, Old Gecko. Now the patterns on that lizard are from the Florida gecko. And I try to be different. Each piece I do reflects a bit of me. And most people may want to go with just leaves on the background. But this was my vision. And whether you're afraid of lizards or not, I mean, it's a part of Jamaica, right? And I wanted to reflect that. And dancing to stardom, the past dancer. That's how it was inspired. And here I have connected one of my favorite pieces right now. A lot is going on with this piece. If we have more time, or I can post there, you know, whether it's the neglected baby, I mean, here it's abandoned baby, mother and child, the corporate woman, those who have a red eye or keep their eyes shut to all that's going on in the world. You know, the abuse, a lot is going on in this piece, and my mind was racing as I painted it. And I have hillview sunsets as well, because some people, you know, love scenic pieces as well. And, you know, it has texture on it as well. I don't know if you can pick it up. And so hopefully, you know, there's something for everyone here. And that's GW Art. Thank you so much for sharing what I had to show. And if you're interested, you message me, and my information is in the chat, and how you can find available pieces. Thank you so much, Carla. I'm honored. Okay, so that's it for me, and I want to move on quickly to Amanda James of Creative House of Plants, etc. Because with art is decor, we have plants, and I love the plants that are trending now. Amanda from Creative House of Plants, etc., has bamboo arrangements and succulents. And for persons who don't have a lot of time on our hands, like myself, to treat and care for plants and nourish them with fertilizers, you're going to tell me about all of what you have and the easy fix as to, you know, they don't need too much care, probably just a little sunlight, put them where they can get light and not much water. So tell us all about what you have, please.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Right, so this is Creative House of Plants, etc. We primarily specialize in doing plant arrangements. That's what we specialize in. And there's more to come in terms of our other services that we'll offer. Additionally, we do not only succulent arrangements, we do bamboo arrangements. We specialize in that too. And another thing that we do is we do offer plant restoration services. So say, for example, you have a plant that's not doing well, and we would actually take it from you, see how best we can try to restore
Revive it. Oh.
So we have plant restoration services also. That applies to the lucky bamboo plants that we have here that we offer, as well as other plants, right? But there's more to come in that regard, but we have already started that. So if you check our Instagram page, you would actually be able to see before and after images of plants that were in containers that required upgrade. So we upgrade them too, because if you have a container that is outgrown, we can transplant them and accessorize them. So we also personalize our plant arrangements with a wide array of sand and accessories like crystals, gems, sea stones. We personalize it according to the colors that you want. So say, for example, you are decorating your home, you have a color scheme. We'll try our best to use accessories that will complement that. And we also aim to have unique pottery. For example, you see here, I don't know if you, I think everyone can see like a dream cup, right? So we have something.
I think everybody's mother loves plants. I don't know if it has, you know, gone down to our generation, but what do you find in terms of, you know, who has been purchasing plants from you? You know, who has been purchasing plants?
Okay, so with my business, interestingly, it's not probably typically persons would think middle age to, you know, older persons would actually be purchasing plants, but my customer base is actually wide. We have persons in their 20s who actually are plant lovers. I even have male clients who are some of my frequent purchasers. So you actually have men who love plants and are very meticulous about, you know, ensuring that their plants are in good condition and that they have them for their desks and their homes. So my customer base varies. And persons buy from me for different purposes, not only for gifts, but for homes and for desks, because these plants are actually, some of them are very ideal for indoor and very cute and has a great aesthetic or adds to your aesthetic appeal of your office space. Or
right, especially if it, you know, to just have it on a desk. Again, I need to mention Teachers' Day next Tuesday meeting.
Yes.
Right, perfect to go on the desk. And how often do you water them?
Well, it varies. It varies. Sometimes once or twice per week, depending on the type of plant. And just to also add, one of our very popular sellers would be our ZZ plant here, which I can bring up a little more, which is pretty much like an air purifier.
Okay.
Right, we have air purifiers.
That was another thing.
An air purifier.
Better at night. And some of the succulents remove toxins from the air, which we really need right now. So we need to get your plants in our rooms.
Yes, and another quick point to make is that even if you have events and you need to purchase items for centerpieces, and you can also contact us. So this is what we do. We love what we do, and that's pretty much it for what we.
And I put you in after my art because you mix art with your plant, your
Plant meets art. That's
plant,
what I always say.
right?
Plant meets art.
I love the one. There was a sculpture, a face sculpture, and then
Was it this one?
yeah, that was probably one. Yes, and then you have others as well, right?
Right.
Awesome. And then what's your price range? What you starting with?
Well, it varies. Like for example, this is probably one of our smallest. We have like the shoe and so these may range from about 2,300 up.
Excellent.
Right.
Great gift. Thank you so much, Amanda James from Creative House of Plants, etc. for all your plant needs, not just to buy plants, but to revive, to transplant, etc. Correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Amanda.
Thank you for having us.
In the house, do we have Chris and Lisa present? Do we see them? Ah, here they are. One of my favorite couples. So refreshing to have them and see you guys, right? Outstanding gastronomic experience awardees. And for those who go, you know. So Lisa and Chris, how have you been doing?
Been good.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can.
Okay, cool.
This is a great platform to fully hear what's going on, and we can see you very clearly. So you guys have been on a pause, of course, with tours, right? Because usually Sushi in the Bush, Lisa and Chris, they're in Priory St. Anne. You don't only get a lot of local visitors to enjoy your, I mean, it's such a unique experience, a euphoric experience of the farm, and then of course, different courses of your vegan and vegetarian meals that you put together so well, and then you have us spelling and guessing what's not chicken, what's not crab, what have you used. So we're also going to show some pictures of that soon. But tell us how COVID has impacted your tours and what have you been up to?
We don't even know where to start. Let me see. We closed, I guess. Well, first of all, let me back up and say good night to everybody. Hello, everybody. It's really nice to see all the different faces. And Gabby, your initiatives are always just stellar. They're timely.
Thank you.
So that I think is always really important as we kind of move forward into like Mother's Day and all kinds of different things like that. So it's really a pleasure to be here and to chat a little bit with everybody this evening. Yeah, so here we are up in the bush, and it's been relatively quiet. And we closed, I should say, on the 13th of March. So we haven't had any guests since that point in time. And we've only recently, actually we're about 2 days into bringing staff slowly back into the space. And that's primarily because we've had a lot of requests for product and for pizza and for other kinds of baked goods and things like that. So we've been sort of like slowly kind of like devising a plan for that as well.
Well, we know that you would always find a way. You guys are not the type of people to just sit down. You'll find a way to work, get busy. I understand that you actually have some products here for us tonight. I don't know if you want to tell us what you have to offer.
We're continuously sort of like going through different things in terms of what's in season. I think that's something that's been really important to us all along.
Because you are farm to table.
Exactly. And, I want to say that I think that for us right now, the not being busy has been really beneficial. I think, being able to kind of like think and dream and write and that sort of thing, I think has also been really important. And I think that we don't always recognize how fast we're going until we stop,
Yeah.
So like having to take a pause coming off of a huge catering and just kind of like taking a minute has been, I think, really therapeutic for us. And not that we're not mindful of everyone's situation, but for us to kind of like just hunker down in the bush, it's been a really good process.
I mean, that can be a good thing because, I mean, sometimes we wonder how you create the things you create. So can we expect a recipe book from Station of Bush?
Exactly. So thinking about that going forward, you know, Chris has been paying a lot of attention to the farm and sort of like concentrating.
Chris was recently published, wasn't he?
Yes.
Don't be shy.
A couple different and a couple different things, but in the business review for sure.
Yes.
He's written a piece for that.
Very nice.
And we technically tend to have, you know, a good amount of press as well. But we do a lot of products. And so right now what we're doing is also kind of revamping the website. So that's some big work that has to be done.
Okay.
Oh, no, my cookbook? Oh, well,
yeah.
I've been working on the cookbook. So that has been good. It's been good kind of like identifying recipes and sort of streamlining that. So kind of going forward from COVID, I mean, who knows what's really truly going to happen, but you know, we started as a really very intimate kind of experience, dining experience, and I think we're going to head back towards that. I also think that we're going to look a lot into, you know, how people kind of experience what it is that we're doing. Tiesa, you are so funny. Oh my God. Backroot pulled pork. Yes, we still do that. And we also do a mushroom-based one as well. So we're going to be offering some things on delivery. So like moving forward into Mother's Day, you know, we've done a couple new products as well. We've been doing some cheeses, which has been a really interesting process for us.
And so, I want to hear about that feta cheese because health and fitness here, we cannot get, you know, a low saturated fat feta cheese in Jamaica. This is one, what's on your screen right now, ladies and gentlemen, is Sugar Bear's beetroot salad from when I went up to Station of Bush last December. And I mean, you cannot know, as you said, you know, they give you what's in season, farm to table, what's you know, in season from the farm. And so every time you go, it's a different experience. You're not gonna get the same thing. Now this was fun. This is a quotation crab cake, but of course it's not crab. And ding, 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 when they asked what it was actually my son Randy who had the perfect tasting profile, and he guessed correctly that it was artichokes that you used. So I just wanted to give everybody a little taste of, because when you look at it, you're literally just tasting it. And then, okay, welcome to New Orleans in Jamaica, because here are your beignets. Right? So we really are missing Station in the Bush. We cannot wait to be back. We cannot wait. Oh, vegan chocolate cake, breads, rosemary. You use everything, the herbs, the spices, all natural, all homemade. From your kitchen, the bed is in your kitchen. Bring us back, bring us home. We are excited for the recipe book, even though we clearly cannot produce, you know, what you produce, like the standard that you do. But I think a taste of what goes into it. And also, I believe what I'll put out there is you guys actually can capitalize on COVID, where, I mean, you don't have to be in St. Anne right now to attend your virtual cooking club. You're doing that virtually now. Right. Cooking class.
Some people, I mean, this whole pandemic is kind of affecting people differently, you know? So I normally have a cooking club that people come here once a month to cook. And so now at this particular juncture, we are doing it virtually. So sort of like the same setup for Zoom, and I cook along with you. So I pretty much give you the recipes in advance, and you source the ingredients, and then we pretty much cook all together on a Sunday.
Fabulous.
then people have an opportunity, obviously, to feed their families.
Feeding the family. So you're not just taking the time to go to school, but actually using the time, and then the family can benefit right after.
So you have, you go in, we start at 11, and from there, we always have a dessert, we always have a main. Sometimes we make cocktails, or have a glass of wine in between.
Of course, where is your wine right now?
I know, right? I'm in water. But
cheers anyway.
The virtual cooking club, and then there's an opportunity for people to order things online. So we're ramping up towards that. And I mean, we do all kinds of sauces and all sorts of things. So this is dressing. So this is our mango, lime, and ginger vinaigrette that can be used as a marinade as well as dressing as well. And this is a sorrel jam. So this actually doesn't have a label. You should have brought.
Chris looks like he loves the sorrel jam. He looked excited about that one.
We've also been doing a local strawberry jam as well. So we've been getting strawberries from Brett Johnson in the Blue Mountains, and we are turning that into a really, really simple jam that's just fresh, you know, and we love that, you know.
Okay. So, I mean, everybody, as I said, you know, your contact information has been posted in the chats, as well as email to all our sugar bears. So we can look forward to, I mean, ordering, you know, lovely jams and sauces at this time.
And cheese as well. So
like I'm out of my vegan Parmesan cheese. I love to, of course, you know, you can use it on your whole grain, whole wheat pastas. Make it healthy. You don't need to use creamy Alfredo. All you need to do is sprinkle some of Stush in the Bushes vegan Parmesan cheese and nice sharp taste to bring off whatever you're cooking, right?
And funny enough, this Sunday we're making crab cakes.
Excellent, excellent. So do you have anything else you'd like to share before we move on with our stacked roster?
I just want to send love out to everyone to remind us that this is the opportunity to reset.
I can hardly hear Chrissy saying.
All right, I said it's just to remind everyone that this is an opportunity to reset.
Yes.
I think many of us are shocked by this crisis, and
it was unexpected.
It's very unexpected. So we're thrown off, and I think a lot of people are wishing to get back to normal, and we definitely don't want to go back to normal.
I mean, I must say that, I mean, a lot of people should, you know, wish to be in your positions right now. You're such pioneers. Congratulations on just being, you know, not just fantastic, you know, business people, trendsetters, but you're just beautiful persons as well, inside and out. And it's a pleasure to have you. And I look forward to when, you know, COVID is over, that you guys, I know, will just go back to normal. So looking forward to that. Yeah.
Oh, we're going forward.
We're going forward. We're not going back.
Oh yeah, definitely. Forward movements here.
Expect lots of new things, new runnings, like
new menu.
Totally.
New menu, yes.
Yeah. And thank you
for having a lot, Lisa and Chris.
Lots of love, everybody. Yes. And you can always visit the website, and you can also give a call. So there you go.
Great. Thanks, guys. Love you.
Bye, everyone.
All right. So, moving on from our pioneers, gastronomic experience always guaranteed. I'm going to introduce Editor-in-Chief of Blue Banyan Books, Tanya Batson Savage. Now, we need to bring a little literature in our lives. We just spoke about recipe books briefly, but some of us are stuck at home, or we need an outlet, or some just personal time to ourselves. And I'm sure that even a little Caribbean flavor, or a little change from the normal, you know, world crisis, the news, etc. It may be refreshing to read. I understand Blue Banyan Books caters to all age ranges, Caribbean authors. Tanya Batson Savage, tell us about Blue Banyan Books. Welcome. Hi, Tanya.
Hi, thank you for having me, and hello, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here, and I really appreciate this initiative at this time. It's great to see what possibilities it is to, you know, introduce new people to what we have. I particularly wanted to highlight this book today. It's not the only one we do. It's called Joys of Parenting. I'm not sure how well you can see that. Yes, there you go. Joys of Parenting. Now, one, because Mother's Day is coming up, and two, because I'm sure a lot of parents who are at home, stuck with their children, might not be feeling that joy right now.
Not feeling that joyful right now. Help them to find back the joy.
Well, you know, the beauty of this book is that it's Joys of Parenting recognizes that some of it is, you know, about the roughness of having children, and about the fact that, you know, sometimes you really want to go, why did I teach this child to read? All I did was create a sharp mind that is just going to be fresh with me. So it's really beautiful anecdote written by Colette de Leon. And it's about it's about celebrating the ups and downs of parenthood. You know, it's about those things that you questions your child will ask. And I think one of the beautiful ones that he asks in here is like, you know, do shoes eat dirt? I think it's got to be a child's mind that comes up with a brilliant question like, do shoes eat dirt? Where does the sun go when it sleeps? And why doesn't Bob Marley live in his house? You know, there are beautiful ways in which when you have children, you experience the joy, the pain, the frustration of having a child who just won't go to sleep. It's bedtime. You have read the child 3 books already, and yet they come up with a list of things that they're going to ask you. All you want to do is be able at this time when you're working from home to put the child to bed so you can answer those burning emails. And yet the child says, Mommy, Daddy, can I go to the bathroom? Can I have something to drink? I didn't finish my homework. I need to use the bathroom again. There's a lion under my bed, like, because, you know, at the time when you would introduce a child to the zoo, and they come up with all of these things. And so this book is like really great for new mothers, especially so they know what if they're getting into. But it's also for people who have been experienced motherhood, for grandparents, for aunts, etc. It has all of those amazing opportunities. And just to give a wider idea about Blue Banyan Books, we also have great novels for young adults and adults, including like Dancing in the Rain, which is a beautiful story that is especially relevant right now because it's about dealing with pain and tragedy, but it is about doing it, and it does it in a way that one of the reviewers said, it breaks your heart and puts it back together again in the most beautiful way. So this looks at 9/11 in particular, but it's about taking, you know, those things that you as a person have no control over.
How much can you get a book like that for?
This book is for $1,500. We are very careful about trying to keep our books, you know, as cost effective as possible. And all our books are written by Caribbean authors. We are Jamaican publishers, or authors are from across the Caribbean, and this author is from Trinidad. And you know, it's about dealing with those rough things and finding yourself again and finding joy again after you've been through a particularly rough time, you know. So this kind of work is like that. We also have a collection of poems that were selected by Mervyn Morris when he was poet laureate, and it contains works by some of the most celebrated poets in Jamaica and poets who've lived in Jamaica. We're talking about Claude McKay, Eddie Baugh, H.D. Carberry, Lorna Goodison, Okwonora, Kai Miller, Muta Baruka. So it's like a really broad and beautiful range of Jamaican poetry. So it's great if you are a poet lover. It's great as a gift, and poetry is a beautiful thing to access at this time, because sometimes you mightn't be in the mood for a full novel, but you want to turn to some inspiring words, some words that allow you to look beyond yourself and look beyond the fact that, you know, it's kind of rough right now, because maybe, you know, you might not have been laid off, but you might have a paycheck cut. Or just the fact that, like for me right now, I really want to hug my mother. And I haven't hugged my mother since early March, because I'm not tested. I don't know if I got it. I don't know. And the last thing I want to do is give my mother anything. So even though I go to look for her, I keep my distance. And sometimes you need words to inspire you, to remind you that, you know, tomorrow is coming. And even if it's not tomorrow, there's another day that's there. And literature is great for doing that. And for parents at home as well, one of the beautiful things about having books is that you can use it to occupy the children, because it can be frustrating. And one of the great things to do is to remember that while books are great for stories, you can do so much more with it. So I'm turning to this page, and it's about a boy and a girl, Sandy Tosh and the Moo Cow, by Paula Ann Porter Jones. So it's about a boy and a girl who go on an early morning adventure to go and find some cows. But when you're doing that, the kids can learn about cows, but they're going down the road, and this is clearly very Caribbean, because they go down the road and there's cat, there's chicken, there are lizards, there are grasshoppers. And so you can use that if you're at home with a child, and you can talk about what sound does a chicken make, you know, what sound does a cat make. You turn the page and they're birds, and you can use it to discuss colors. You know, what color is this bird? What color is that flower? That kind of thing. So you create a totally immersive experience, and you are able to help the child with homework, help the child with learning, and as well as if the child is reading on their own, give them the book, and you know for sure that they are building their minds, they are learning to think, they're learning new words, and they're having an absolutely fantastic experience.
Okay, great. So for persons like me who are challenged with technology, I mean, the authenticity of reading a book, I still read books. I may not get much time to do it, but if I'm gonna read an actual, you know, hard copy book, and I don't have a Kindle and all that. It just doesn't feel the same to me when reading. But question was asked if you do ebooks, and how does that work?
We don't currently do ebooks. It is very much on our to-do list. We published one of our novels electronically a few years ago, and that's all over again. It was the first novel we did, and we had some glitches with the company that was supporting that process, and actually that's not completely true. Some of our young adult books are available on Book Fusion. So if you have access to Book Fusion, which is the Caribbean's answer to Amazon, you can find some of our novels there. But we don't have books in, say, Kindle versions because of some challenges we've had with putting them out there.
So this Book Fusion, it's a website.
Yes, a website.
as you choose the book, you pay for it, as you do on Amazon.
Yes.
And you can read. Same thing.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, thanks a lot. Tanya, do you have anything else to tell us? How do you deliver books for us if we like?
At this time, we're able to, well, one of the things to note is that many of our books are in most local bookstores. If you are interested in some pharmacies. So for example, if you go into Monarch, Barbican, or Ligony, you can find some of our books in their book section there. If I think My Jamaica is still open and it still does carry our children's books. Kingston Bookshop also, yes, Sangsters, they also carry it. But we can take orders directly as well. We can deliver via zip mail in Kingston. We will do some in-person deliveries and all of that. And basically, you have our details. You can get in touch with us and we'll see what's possible. We don't generally offer Tara deliveries unless you're doing multiple orders, because let's say, for example, if you're going to order our coloring book here, which is just $400.
That would not make sense.
On delivery might be a little cost prohibitive. At that point,
regular Bookophilia as well? Bookophilia.
Yes, definitely Bookophilia.
Right. Okay.
And Cozy Corner Bookstore as well, which is a bookstore that specifically caters to children. You can definitely find our books there.
Are you just in the bookstores and pharmacies in Kingston, or have you spanned across the island to anywhere else?
Well, we are in some stores outside of Kingston. There's Brian's Bookstore, which is also in Ocho Rios and Montego Bay. We're definitely there. And Sangsters also has a Montego Bay option, so we're also there. We're in Fontana in Mandeville.
Fontana. Fontana is doing a great job supporting our artisans at this time.
Yes. And we're happy to be in their Mandeville branch, because prior to that, we weren't in Mandeville at all. And then of course you can also check our website and you can look at the books there. You can get in touch with us from our website, and you can also check us on social media. We're Blue Banyan Books on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can always send us a message there.
All right, thanks a lot, Tanya Batson Savage, editor-in-chief of Blue Banyan Books. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
So remember to look in the chat and check your emails for Tanya's information, and all of the platforms that you can find Blue Banyan Books. Now we want to move on quickly to Be Sweet Honey. It's very important to see what Anna Smith has to say about her honey, because we all need a little bit of honey in our lives at this time. I have seen a lot of our favorite chefs, or some persons being very innovative, making turmeric honey shots, even some frozen juices, smoothies, etc., and using the honey, because it is very good to help boost our immune system at this time, and nobody wants to feel a sore throat. So tell us about Be Sweet Honey. Looking wonderful, Anna.
Oh, thank you, Sugar. Such a sugar you are. All right, thanks again for the opportunity. It is great to see some faces that I know. Even more awesome to meet new faces, new businesses. I actually thought that I was introduced to all of them, but it has been good to meet the new persons. A special shout out to Ticia. Ticia, I'm gonna tell Ryan that I saw you. Also, I'm glad that you brought on the special guests. It was good hearing from Carrie, I don't remember her surname, from Burrito, and also good hearing from Stush in the Bush, which is a place that I have to visit. So I know that the couple knows me, I probably can get, you know, one of them nice beet meals. All right, so thanks, Sugar. Been enjoying the conversation so far. So allow me now to introduce Bee Sweet Honey. It's actually more than honey, it's actually an instruction. Just be sweet. But Bee Sweet Honey is grade A honey. That means it is pure fruit sugar. That means all of the bees, the worker bees that go out every day to nectar on fruits and flowering trees, they produce honey that is purely fruit, that is fruit sugar. So that is what makes it grade A. So the honey is especially good for, because it is fruit sugar, it is especially good for diabetics who are not allowed to have a lot of table sugar, but they can have honey, albeit in small doses. And it is good for people who have low sugar. And the typical sugar that we use is called table sugar or cane sugar. It's made from cane. But honey, the sugar in honey is made from fruits, just to put it simply. So that is why grade A honey is one of the best, or rather, it is the best. Now, Bee Sweet Honey is packaged exclusively in wicker bottles. The wicker is hand done stuff.
What I wanted to see, and
oh yes, I'm gonna show you.
Put in an order because your packaging is so unique. It's so Jamaican. You know, I love that you're innovative because we have so many honey makers.
Yes.
You have to put yourself out there and be different.
Yes, that was exactly the point. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because how we got to package it in wicker bottles. When I had the idea to do honey, I was like, nah, but it can't be packaged in the regular way. We have to find a way to package this so it's attractive. And to tell you the truth, it took me about 3 months. I put down the idea, and I said, you know what, it will come to me. So it was on a trip to the country that I met an artisan who does wicker. Now, I've never met anybody who actually does wicker. And then it hit me. This is how I want the honey to be packaged. So
and you get a lot of orders for weddings as well. You do smaller packages of honey.
Yes, smaller packages for tokens, right? But usually most of my orders come from the tourism industry, which unfortunately has seen or is experiencing some difficulties, if you want to be even generous. You know, the tourism sector has taken a beating. But the truth is, as you said earlier, Sugar, that, and I think Kerry had said it too, that, you know, history has shown that this time will pass. It will take us some time to move past COVID and rebound economically, but we just have to have the fortitude, the drive to make it happen. So as I was telling the story that I was on the way to the country and I met an artisan who does wicker, and then I had the yeah, someone want to buckle him. So someone say, yeah, at this, I mean, I tell us that 3 months I waited for the answer and it happened. So that is a shortcut story to how Bee Sweet Honey came to be in wicker bottles. So the bottles actually say 100% Jamaican. It gives it a vibe, and for telling the truth, if honey can taste even better, it tastes better. I come out of a wicker bottle. I tell you, right? So
$2,500 a bottle.
2,500 a bottle. Absolutely worth it. You know, we're doing this primarily to target those persons who would like to get gifts for their teachers, and even after that, Mother's Day. So this is a lovely gift. It can even be paired with something else. And of course, I also have a free gift. I don't know if I can mention it now, Sugar. Actually get a jar of Bee Sweet Honey for you to taste, sample, or give to somebody.
Oh my God, I just pulled out a name. I have to show everybody because he's my friend, so that's I didn't team.
Yes.
Ryan McKenzie, you have won yourself a jar of Bee Sweet Honey. I know you love your mother. just for yourself. You must share. Congratulations.
All right, congrats. All right, so looking forward to meeting Devon and arranging that he will get his gift. Right, so so as I was saying, this makes an absolutely great gift. It can be paired with something else. And I just wanted to add, Sugar, that most of us growing up in Jamaica, we know about honey and lime and how it good for sore throat and them someday.
Yes.
Right, and even more so in this time when COVID is a threat, and a lot of people, I guess most persons are paying attention to their health and trying as best as possible not to cough. Because if you cough, a problem, right? I just want to give you this tip that if you have a spoonful of honey each morning, grade A honey, be sweet honey. If you have a tablespoon full of honey each morning, it helps as a cough suppressant because it, not to get very technical, but it kind of gets rid of mucus in your body.
And you don't have to have the honey alone. You can put it in your tea.
Of course, you can put it in tea.
That's how the honey in my house finished.
Right. But
somebody's drunk off, you know.
Right.
Tea with all the honey. I was wondering how come it went so fast, and then I heard that the tea was put in the honey the honey was put in tea every morning. Right.
Yes. That's a very good way of having honey, especially if you can't manage the direct sweetness. But especially to get rid of a cough, you have that honey by itself, preferably. Just brave it up. It's really delicious, by the way, because it's fruit sugar. Right, so you have a teaspoonful of honey every morning. It's a cough suppressant, and it helps to neutralize, I don't want to say neutralize, but it helps to get rid of mucus in your body. And most of the time, the reason why we cough, there is something on our chest. Sometimes if you have sinuses, it's probably mucus. If you're allergic to dust, it's dust particles. So it's not, a lot of times when we cough, it's not really because of COVID, you know. It's because there's a particle and there's mucus on the chest. Right, right. So
of course we're kind of running a little bit behind time, but just a quick question: what's the volume in the bottle?
So this is 250 milliliters. It's about the same as a rum bottle, small flask of rum, right? So that is the quantity of honey in this bottle.
All right.
And incidentally, this is the only size. This is the size that makes perfect sense for it to be whipped. But if you'd like larger or smaller bottles, of course I can customize that for you. Takes a little long.
You can facilitate deliveries as well.
Right, I do facilitate delivery island-wide.
Island-wide, perfect.
Yes.
Thank you so much, beautiful Anna Smith. Be sweet.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your information is shared so everybody can see, and the reviews of your bottle, everybody is loving the packaging.
Oh, great, love. Thank you, guys. Great meeting you. I look forward to your orders, and I look forward to sharing the moments, making your moments sweeter with Be Sweet Honey.
Now, I just want to, moving on from Be Sweet Honey, I want to put in a quick plug on Bliss Valley, new and upcoming. Contact is Melissa White. She is producing turmeric packages. So persons who are interested in mixing their honey with their turmeric and making immunogizer shots, you can check out Bliss Valley. The information will be put into the chat shortly. And I believe it's just $600 for about 20 sharings of turmeric powder. So that's at Bliss Valley Turmeric on Instagram. There you go. So that's the packaging, and you can also get it in Lee's supermarkets. Okay. All right. I'm keeping things sweet. I have to move on to one of my favorite sources of pepper jellies, homemade pepper jellies and jams, low sugar. She also finds a way each time to not just come with pepper jellies and jams, but she keeps it different each time. That's what I love about my artisans, always expanding their brand or keeping things fresh. She has the pepper jelly and jam gift packs, as well as jamisu cakes. That's Jamisu, aka coming from tiramisu. So you think of tiramisu, but instead of chocolate, it's layers of low sugar jams and local fruit wines. I love that. So our artisans are supporting other local artisans. We saw Bee Sweet Honey supporting our, local Wicca man, and now Nella Stewart of Chore Labs is supporting persons making local fruit wines. So tell us, Nella, about your jams and your tiramisu, your jamisu cakes.
Okay,
and you have a jamisu cake giveaway for us as well.
Thank you very much, Gabby. It is great to be here. And I think this is an excellent, excellent forum that you have, created.
Thank you.
Artisans to share not just their products, but to share amongst each other, especially at this time. The challenges are great, and I think that this forum really and truly will help to let us get over and to cope with what is happening in our world. Actually, I had a PowerPoint presentation, but I'm just realizing I can't share it because
okay. I know you know your product well. That's the thing about when you know your product well, you don't need a presentation. Just tell us about what you have.
Okay, no, it was in terms of pictures. I wanted to, but I have my products. It's not a problem. Okay, so Chore Lab is pepper jams, not jellies.
Okay, you have the jams today.
Jams, yeah, I do pepper jams. I do a variety of pepper jams. My signature one is a tamarind pepper, and that is the most popular jam that I do, pepper jam that I do. I also do tipsy jams, which has a little alcohol in there, as well as the classic jams. The pepper jams, however, are, well, one of the nice things about the pepper jams is how you can use it. It's not just to be used on crackers or bread or toast. You can pair it with cheeses. You can pair it with smoked salmon, smoked marlin. I have clients who actually use the pepper jam, especially the tamarind pepper, on their cheesecakes. And I have actually had at one of your shows, Gabby, I had cheesecake and people really like that combination of the cheesecake with
yes, you did.
Yeah, so that's another application. It also pairs very well with roasted meats and roasted vegetables. So for example, you can do you can glaze chicken wings with the pepper jam, with the tamarind pepper. And it's not just tamarind, I also do mango, I do OTT apple, I do jackfruit, which is another popular one. And these are all pepper jams.
So which flavor is the bestseller?
The tamarind.
Ah, yes. You said that's the hot one. Okay.
Yeah, that's the bestseller, yeah.
Okay.
And not just, and of course, I have also launched out into other flavors besides the tamarind and the jackfruit. I also have mango pepper, and I have combined some of the fruits, like for example, I do mango passion, I do OTT, I do jackfruit, lemongrass, June plum.
Oh my gosh, yes, I remember that.
I try to expand. I'm also currently trying to include the other herbs in my jams. For example, I'll be using rosemary and basil in some of the jams. I'm now growing my own herbs. So, and that is as a result of COVID as well. Somebody made a comment the other day, everybody in Jamaica is now turned a farmer.
And you're in St. Anne, right, Nella?
I'm in St. Anne, yes. And I have this opportunity where I have the space, so I can do my gardening specifically geared towards the using the herbs.
And it's still easy for you to get into Kingston because I also know that your son is in Kingston.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about, how you're gonna get the products from them.
Yeah, I come to Kingston quite often, and so up to day before yesterday, I did a delivery in Kingston.
Okay.
So it's 35 minutes, 40 minutes on the highway when you don't drive fast.
Yeah.
But the hardest part is getting from Mandela into Kingston. Getting to Mandela is really very easy.
So tell us quickly about the jamisu cakes.
Okay, so the jamisu cake. Yeah. Let me see if I can show you. I don't know if you can see it.
Of course we can.
Okay.
It just disappeared. Oh,
okay.
There it is.
And let me turn the top. Let me see if I use the OTT apple, branded OTT apple. So this one has a little alcohol in there.
Okay.
What it is, there is an artisan called Butler's, and he does the fruit wines. He does OTT apple, mango, hemp, June plum, soursop, coffee. So I have purchased his wines, and I'm using it in my what I call jamisu. So it's the cake is soaked in wine, and then the filling. Normally, the filling for tiramisu is mascarpone cheese and whipped cream. I still do that, but instead of the alcohol or the coffee, I use the wines as the alcohol base for that.
Okay.
And then I layer it with the jam. So for example, this one is the cake soaked in OTT apple wine.
So it sounds very moist, Nella.
It is very moist, and it has to be refrigerated because it's really a dessert. So I just took this out of the fridge. So I will put it back in the fridge shortly. And then
I just pulled out the winner. You have a 6-inch jamisu cake, and the person will choose which flavor they want, whether it's the Otaiti, mango, passion, guava, or hemp.
Right.
I don't see Clyde Morris or C. Morris, but the next card pulled out is actually Brant Williams is the winner of that jamisu cake. So I am sure he'll probably send it on to his mom, who will enjoy it.
Okay.
So congratulations, Brant has won a jamisu cake. Is there anything else you want to tell us before we close off?
Yes, for Teachers' Day, I have these little gift boxes for the jams.
Okay.
Okay. And this particular one is for the tamarind jam, and it says, spread some love.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have these little boxes, and these holds the 4-ounce bottles, which is this one.
Okay. I love the presentation, and the tipsy jams are awesome.
Okay. This presentation, the material, I do batik, so I use my own batik material for this presentation and to decorate the bottles. So,
and your one last thing, your jams are low sugar.
They are low sugar, yes.
So
I also do no sugar jams, but those have to be ordered specially because of the very short shelf life.
Okay.
So, if anybody's interested in low sugar jams, or what I call fruit butters, where absolutely no sugar is used, then I can accommodate that. And it's normally the sweeter fruits, like for example, the jackfruit and the mango and naseberry, those sweet fruits and pineapple sometimes. If I get a really sweet pineapple, I don't have to use it.
You don't need to, right. Thanks a lot, Nella Stewart, coming in from St. Anne, Chorlavis, pepper jams, and jamisu cakes. We're going to move on now. We have touched on our personal care, hair care, skin care. I was to mention, unfortunately, that the Epiphany Body and Beyond could not make it tonight due to an emergency. She had lovely candles, cocoa, coffee scrubs, body butters. So we hope that everything works out for her, and we can have her back on this forum soon. And we went into our decor with my GW Arts, Creative House of Plants. Check the chat, check your emails for how you can contact all of us. We went into investment talk with Barita, and we had a refreshing catch-up session with Lisa and Chris from Stush in the Bush. And we went into how we can help tackle these times with just simple Caribbean literature, great prices in bookstores island-wide, Blue Banyan books, and we touched on the sweets that we need in our lives right now, whether it's for to boost our immune system or just let us feel a little better in these times. And now we move on to the tail end of our artisans, our local artisans, where we sometimes need some keepsakes, handmade, handcrafted, customized, tailor-made expressions. Michaela Fagan, I came across your company recently. As excited, bears mugs are now back in. They're chic, they're fashionable. Back in the day, teachers used to be like, oh God, another mug. But right now, we're finding different shapes, different patterns, customizing mugs, finding different ways to do mugs. You have throw pillows, you have photo collages, you have key rings, inspirational faith-based, handcrafted gifts. Michaela Fagan of Tailor Made Expressions. Show us what you have. Can you turn the volume up a bit? We not hearing you too clearly. Not really.
Instead of just your name, your picture going to come up.
I'm not sure what's happening.
Yeah.
I can hear a little better now.
Okay.
I know.
Good evening, everybody. Really good to be on a forum like this. It's my first actually, and it's refreshing to hear from fellow artisans and self-employed persons. We are really talented persons in Jamaica, and it's good to be on such a forum. Thanks, Gabby, for having me.
You're welcome.
As I mentioned earlier, nobody wants a boring keepsake anymore. Or even if you're drinking your tea, you would like to have it in something that you could consider fancy. And so tailor-made expressions really is about designs and crafts and printing. We design invitations, weddings, programs, anything at all for functions that you're having. Crafts it's very wide because even if you don't see something featured here, we offer other things. For example, you may have an idea for a gift for a friend or family member, and you're wondering if that is even possible. That's where we come in. You share your idea, and we can create something for you. And we print items like mugs that we have here and T-shirts and all that stuff. So most of the items I have here, they will look more Mother's Day themed because we're getting there, but they can have just about anything you want on them. Photos, just words, whatever it is. So pretty much that's what we do. We take the boring out of your life.
Show us your bestseller, Michaela.
I would say the photo collage and throw pillows.
Okay.
Yeah.
And tell us, Michaela, you left your 9 to 5 and you're in your own business full time. Congratulations. What keeps you going? How are you getting through this?
So far, in terms of business, it has not been bad because, I mean, outside not keeping anymore for a while, and persons still need other persons to get their gifts, and so they're still calling, can I have this for my sister? Can you
Excellent. And these are things for the home.
Right. So just about anything that you can think of, persons will ask and ask if it can be delivered. So business so far, thank God, has not been bad.
And let me tell you, you don't just need the throw pillow as a gift, because a lot of us have to be sitting in chairs for long at home by the computer desk on Zoom meetings, working from home, and kind of need the pillow to just, you know, support the back. So if you have a really cool pillow, even personalized, that makes it even better.
Right.
And you have he really should win a prize because I pulled his name out again. You have a prize for us, one of your bestsellers, throw pillow. Just pull out another link. Let's see if they're here. It's an email I have, Italy22. Raise your hand if you're here. Italy22@hotmail.com. Is that ICTS? No? Do we see any hands being raised?
Not yet.
Okay, let me try again quickly. If not, we'll come back to our prize, to the prize winner for this. Zomax 16. Is Nicolette here? Let's see, Nicolette, no. Is Anishka here? Okay, so let me just throw out this one to the audience. Tailor-made expressions. Let me ask a question. Okay. You have mugs, you have throw pillows. I mentioned another product that you have. If anybody was listening keenly, please put in the chat first to answer correctly. Another product other than mugs, throw pillows, and photo collages that Michaela does. You win a throw pillow prize. What else can she make for you? There were two other things that I mentioned. Hint is something that you have to carry around all the time, especially when you go on the road, even though you're not going on the road much anymore. Anybody? Tote bag? No.
Well, we do, but she didn't mention that.
Well, so since you do the tote bags and you probably presented it earlier, yeah. Well, that's Diane. All right, congrats, Diane. You'll get the pillow. So Diane is scooping up prizes tonight. Are you doing math too, Michaela?
I do.
Okay. Well, Diane answered first. So Diane, congratulations. You won the throw pillow. Yeah. From Kayla Made Expressions. Thanks, Kayla, for telling us what you have and presenting to us. Please order your keepsakes for Teachers' Day and Mother's Day. Of course, give her some time to customize. About how many days, Michaela?
3 to 5 working days.
3 to 5 working days. Yeah. Right.
In
Thanks
most cases,
a lot, Michaela Fig on Kayla Made Expressions.
Thank you for having me.
All right. So up next, I want to mention that when you give gifts, and sometimes you just put a sticker label or a tag. I remember, you know, giving my my godmother just a card. Sometimes we don't really give gifts to everyone anymore, and we still want to show persons we appreciate them. And it's not old school. It's still good to give cards, thoughtful cards. You can write what you'd like to in them. And her words were, oh boy, I can put up this one and keep looking back at it. So Roseberry Paper Company will cater to all your unique, beautiful handcrafted needs. Glittering is gold. And some other, I mean, the textures on the cards are phenomenal. 3D, all kind of things going on with our cards. So let's talk to Nakita Nemhard of Roseberry Paper Company.
Thanks, Gabby. Good night, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here among such amazing artisans. Can't say that enough. This Mother's Day, we've done a special collection. It has, just like Gabby said, we want you to be able to not just give a gift, but to be able to give something that you can write something special to mom or someone who's a mother-like figure in your life. You can really put that special message in there and give them a keepsake that they will actually want to keep. So here we have our designs, and we also have a bonus design just to put some smiles on the faces during Corona times. So
can I see that one up close?
This one is the Big Grumpy Kitty, and he's saying, I want to be where the people aren't. I should know all of what you're seeing here is completely created by hand. The cat is stamped and colored by hand. It's die cut by hand or paper base. You might think of the average greeting card that you get. It's about 80 pounds weight paper, but what I've actually done is we've increased the weight of our paper. It's 130 pounds. So when you put it on your dresser, on your desk, pin it up on the wall, it won't warp, it won't bend, it will actually stay nice and straight like how you're seeing them stand here. For Mother's Day, we have two special designs here. Mommy has a big bright personality, so we've used lots of glitter and pearls and rhinestones, and there's also glitter elements put on it.
Moms apparently love sunflowers. I'd have loved to show people my sunflower piece, and that one went before I even posted it. So sunflowers are definitely always in and very cheerful.
And the good thing with that sunflower, the minute you see it, you feel happy. It's a bright flower. It's all about optimism, and that's what we're really trying to spread. We've also included burlap, so we've put a little bit of additional textures on our cards. Of course, everything is hand colored, cut by hand, and we've added extra detailing, like stitching around the border of our cards.
I was to ask you when I saw it the other day, I love the stitched borders.
Thank you.
Without giving away your secret, I mean, how do you even get that?
Well, again, it's all done by hand. So there's actually a process or manually put the card through and it gets the stitched border, and all the cards that are this size have that stitched border. And we've included some cheeky sentiments this year. So for example, one of the sentiments that you have the option to get is, I love how we don't have to say out loud that I'm your favorite child. So if you have siblings, this is a nice way to kind of one-up them when you put your message to mom in there. We also have minis. If you're doing a very big gift for mom, we have 2 mini designs that you can use. And these are quite affordable. They're $500. They're also made from that same thick paper, so they will stay nice and straight if mom puts them on the desk. And they also come stamped with a sentiment. This one is our XOXO, so there's actually a nice gray XOXO watermark, and then mom is hand cut and glittered on the front. And yes, what you're seeing here are sequins and pearls. We add that to all of our cards. Just
yes, I noticed you do. I was gonna say you have a signature touch.
Yes.
Cards.
We like a
how long do you take to make these cards? We have to order up by this Sunday in order to get them in time.
Just for sugar bears, though, we will extend our ordering period to Tuesday.
Look at that. Hear that, sugar bears?
Once you're able to get your orders in by Tuesday, you can have them be ready for collection on May 9. We'll be doing a central pickup location. If you're in the Kingston area, we can also facilitate delivery. So feel free to just let us know what works best for you. And we have all of these available. Big Grumpy Kitty is also available if you want to add something else. Yeah. And of course, just to show this one quickly, again, more glitter, more glitz. Mom has a bright personality. She's a bright light in your life. You want to give her something that really speaks out. And all of this, we have an embossed texture here. Again, with the stitching, we add sequins and the gems. So you really can't get a card like this in the store. This really makes a great impression, and she'll keep that for years to come with whatever lovely message you write in there about how special she is to you.
Excellent. I must say, Nakita, in closing that, I'm still very impressed with all your signature touches, and I know that in these times it may have been hard, so you haven't included any elaborate 3D cards for Mother's Day, which is fine. We look forward to them for Christmas, but just letting everybody know that Nakita goes all out for these cards, and you know, it's not just limited to what you see here. There's more in store that she can create. So orders.
Outside of Mother's Day, if you'd like a custom creation, we can really go all out for you. We include photographs as well.
And you do anniversaries, you do baby showers, everything.
And we don't just drop the photograph in there. The same embellishments that you see on the front, the photographs are also embellished, so your card really makes a great impression. And we can do little things like leave little pockets where you can slip out and you can write a secret message in there, or you can have your name die cut and put into the card itself. So I mean, it's just a matter of letting us know what you're looking for, and we do our best to have that done for you.
Thank you very much, Nakita Nemhard, Roseberry Paper Company. Sugar Bears, you get your extended time to order your cards by Tuesday the latest, to collect in time on Saturday, May 9th. So check your inboxes and the chat for Nakita's information. Now, remember I said earlier that Sugar Lifestyle is all about everything you can eat up. Not only do I do restaurant reviews, but you know, when you go to all of these restaurants and you have your cheat meals, you have to still know how to keep healthy and fit. So I have family in the house tonight, Kimberly Nesbeth, and Kimberly Nesbeth runs pool aerobics with Kim.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Kim. Please tell us how pool aerobics is running at this time, and I mean, how can pool aerobics help people and age range, etc. Tell us about pool aerobics.
All right. Hi, everybody. So pool aerobics with Kim is a great low impact exercise option. Sorry, I am using my phone for video light because I've learned from working from home that I don't have good lighting anywhere in my house. Right, so it's low impact exercise because of course the water is buoyant. So, sorry, water creates buoyancy. So you're not feeling your full body weight whenever you exercise. You have shallow water and deep water options. So if you're in the shallow end, which usually if you want a very, very, very intense class, or if you're not comfortable in the water, whether you're a non-swimmer or you're not ready to take the dive into the deep end, shallow end means that you're looking at about 75% to 90% impact, which is awesome if you just don't want a high impact class on that particular day, or if you have an injury, a joint problem, a back problem. If you have a very specific injury, or if you've had surgery, I may reach out to your doctor to discuss, to ensure that you have clearance, but otherwise it's open to everybody. I encourage everybody to listen to their body during the classes, and I look keenly at your faces when you start, which is actually one of the small benefits that we're having from COVID. So just like Sush in the Bush, is Sush in the Bush? Remind me, Gabby?
Pardon?
Was it Sush in the Bush who was on earlier?
Yes.
Right, so just like them, I'm trying to see the positive in this.
Yes.
And not trying to go back, but trying to go forward after COVID.
Forward, as Chris Bin said from
Right.
Yeah, we're going forward, but your classes are limited to 9 persons.
Right, so now that the classes are limited to 9 people, it's very interesting because I can, even though I was always intuitive to my classes, it's just an hour. So being able to look in 7 to 9 people's faces to see really clearly if, you know, they wince a little bit if something is done or anything like that, it's really changed the dynamic of my class. So going forward, I'm actually considering probably offering more classes with a smaller class number instead of having one massive class.
Okay.
But what I'm really here about is to try to sell some Mother's Day gift certificates.
Look at this, everyone. There's a shot from Pool Aerobics with Kim. This is at Constant Spring Golf Club. Kim, tell us, reassure us about the water at Constant Spring Golf Club.
All right, so firstly, in Jamaica, one of the benefits about being in the tropics is that we have outdoor swimming pools. Now, the first worlders will tell us that that's a disadvantage because the dirt from the air gets in the water, which means that they have to make more of an effort to keep the pool clean. But that's actually a plus for us. If the chlorine levels aren't right, the water actually gets cloudy. So you know right away if the water hasn't been treated. Now, as we know, bleach kills the virus, and the chlorine levels that are required in the pool to keep the water nice and clear are actually more than enough to kill our beloved.
And I see that everybody is social distancing there. 3, 6,
right.
9, yes. So
right. So we have
which perfect for the size of the class that you're keeping in. You're offering a Mother's Day gift certificate. Let's see that on the screen. Everybody's gonna get a quick look now. Yes.
Right. So that's a very basic design. We can amend to what you desire. So we have gift certificates. One class is $1,000. So you can actually decide how much you want to give to your mom. Somebody actually just bought 20 classes.
Awesome. You can decide on the value. Great.
And today I would love to give away a free class. You can use it or you can give it away to your mom.
Thank you.
But I will ask you to reach out before you come, because now that the class size is capped at 9, I would hate for you to come and the class is already full. So just reach out before.
Definitely. Thank you very much, Kimberly.
No problem. Thank you for doing this, Gabby. It's been a pleasure.
You're welcome. So give mom the gift of fitness with Pool Aerobics with Kim. All right? Thank you. So right now, and we will announce, don't see Leslie K here. I just pulled out her card. But tell us one of the illnesses that Pool Aerobics can help with. Who is first in this chat to tell us to win a prize? One class Pool Aerobics with Kim, and you'd have to tell her when you're coming. What can Pool Aerobics help with? We know it's not just good for cardio. Anybody? Back pains. No, this cannot be Diane again. And Diane is paying attention. Nobody else wants to try. But that's true, isn't it, Kim?
Yeah.
Because definitely. Of the resistance of the water. Naita, arthritis. Is arthritis true, Kim, right? Because of the resistance, it's good to mobilize the joints in the water. It's not, I like the arthritis answer because you're not doing a lot of painful jumping in the gym or weights to aggravate the joints, but you're using the resistance of the water. And so arthritis is good. So thanks, Diana. I respect your answer. But we're gonna, of course, sharing is caring. And we're gonna give Sugar Bear Naita the prize for this Pool Aerobics class. Congratulations, Naita. And thank you, Kim, for this giveaway.
They can both get a prize, Gabby.
They can both get the prize.
Yes.
All right. Well, Diane doesn't live on the island, but we'll see how that goes.
All right.
All right. Congratulations, guys. All right. So right now, I am happy to introduce you all to my birthday twin, Karen Darby of the Haven JA, a nice rustic chic bar, and I love that she's serving up some delish food now as well. 2017 Observer Food Awards nominee. Karen, welcome. Please tell us what's happening with the Haven you guys have, one of the things that struck my interest and I felt at home at the Haven was you guys had one of my favorite bartenders from a previous bar, Andrew. He really mixes some good cocktails, and one of my favorite waitresses, Peaches. And can you tell me that they're still working? You hearing me, Karen? Or is it
yeah,
just
I was breaking up a little. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you tell me if Andrew and Peaches are
all right? Good night, everyone. Unfortunately, no, Gabby, they're not working now. You know, we do keep in contact, you know, and you know, I do help them out.
Just the times right now. So I understand. So is it just you and the chef? Cause see, you have some food specials.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's just me and the chef. So you know, I help with it. I'll do some deliveries if it's close by. We also deliver through Safari and Quick Plate. So there are options. You can also come in. You can dine. You know,
the Haven JA is at Hillcrest, so it's on Hillcrest Avenue.
Right, off Hope Road, right beside Fromage.
Ah, okay. So how you have box lunch specials, and what's the cost?
Yeah, man. So you know, originally times were 4 to 12 a.m. or 4 to 2 a.m. on the weekends. So we had to push it because it's confusing. We do 4. You can have every day we have fried chicken, curry goat, fried fish fillet, and barbecue pork chop. So on lunch box that ranges from 600.
Good. We're showing you curry goat right now, and the Haven burger.
Yeah.
Fried fish.
I sold a few curry goat plates today.
Awesome.
Man, so yeah, man. I saw a few of that as well today. You know, so but the regular menu is still available. So, you know, if you want a burger, if you want wings, you know, shrimp, we have a wide variety. The price range from 600 to 900 on the lunchbox special, you know, and that's from 12 to 4:30 Monday to Friday.
Okay, so it sounds
but
good.
Gabby,
Still
it's Friday night, Gabby, and I'd not seen anybody here drinking. I have my little thing here. Thought we were all
have some wine here.
Waking with some wine or something.
I miss you guys. I miss
You
the
know?
Haven. Cheers, Karen, Darby from the Haven at Hillcrest. Please, if you want some authentic Jamaican, or you want, you know, just even the Haven burger and fries, call.
Gabby, I also want to give away 20% off to someone who orders. So we have your bag names, you know, so you can
20% off to a lucky sugar bear. Thank you so much, Karen. Let me
no
see
problem.
Let's see if this person is here. First, I have fruit prints at yahoo.com. Do we have anybody raising their hand? Fruit prints at yahoo.com. Or baby TNA 2004. I'll ask, say one more and then push out a question. Is Twain here? Not Twain. Not seeing that Twain. No. Okay, so who can tell us one of the items that were on? No, I want 2 items from the menu. Go quick. 20% off from the Haven at Hillcrest. Ooh.
And
G. You're first, but we have multiple winners tonight. Thank you. We have
okay.
Ian, we have Timmy, we have Prudence, Fiona. But Kadian is a big winner of the Haven Burger and Curry Goat. Congratulations, Kadian. You get 20% off from the Haven J at Hillcrest. Enjoy. I'm sure you will. All right.
Nice. Yeah. I also just want to mention we have Mother Day special. Can pick up to certain places in Kingston, so they can check out on the Haven JA on Instagram and send us a message. We'll DM them the menu so they check that out.
Thank you, Karen.
Right.
Thank you so much, and thanks for the burrata. All
All
right.
right.
Cheers. Now, we're going to get a little spicier with our local dishes. I have to introduce Jonathan Simpson, owner, aka Jabba, of Jabba's Pepper Swims. Jabba has been giving us life every weekend with what he has to offer. I mean, it's not just swims. No, it's not just seafood. Right now he's jerking up a storm. So Jabba, come in and come through. Tell us what's going on with Jabba's Pepper Swims. I love the growth. I love the energy on the rise during COVID.
All right, night guys. Night Gabby. Thanks for having me. Yeah, we've been around. Basically, Jabba's Pepper Shrimp our Pepper Swims is basically a pepper shrimp brand that we started about 2 years ago. And we started by just stocking supermarkets with pepper shrimp product. And as it expanded, we decided to look at some other things that we could do because I love to cook. And so we started to express myself that way in terms of doing other seafood dishes because I find it very difficult to get good seafood in Kingston. I mean, most of the time when we want seafood, you have to go to
and fresh.
Yeah, the beaches, Port Royal, that kind of stuff. So I kind of wanted to have not just a seafood restaurant or a seafood joint, I would say, in Kingston, but just somewhere where people could get good seafood. So that's what we've been doing since January this year.
Very good. So I know that the seafood, the Jabba's Pepper Swims are actually back on some shelves right now. You're in Hilo, you're in Progressive, a lot of supermarkets. So you basically should find it anywhere. But in terms of the lunches, daily, do you offer the same thing or something different? You're going into the weekend. What can we get from Jabba?
All right, well, what is a hot seller right now for us is our crab and shrimp plate, which is really, we do garlic shrimp, mala shrimp, curry shrimp, which we mix with pepper shrimp.
We have a picture of it right now. Oh, Lord.
There goes Randy putting up all the goodness there. Yeah, so that's a dish that has been doing very well for us. The orders are overwhelming for it. It's just something that I thought up and saying, I'm going to try it. And
it's really good, guys. How much is that for?
Well, that dish is $2,000. Persons can pick up, we also deliver.
Yeah, you're not eating that all at once. Of course, you're gonna be tempted to, but might not work out for you so well. But Jabba, the pepper. I mean, I had a roast fish from you last weekend, and it cleared out our sinuses really well. I was like, yeah, this is very good at this time. Is it that you like pepper? You love pepper? You just know that Jamaicans love their pepper.
Well, we kind of stay true to the pepper vibes, you know. Most of the stuff we do is spicy. However, we do try to cater to different palates, because you do have persons who call and even ask us to do pepper shrimp without pepper. And that's a task, but we try as best as possible to give them it as mild as we can. Some of the dishes we do without pepper, but generally if you don't want pepper in it, you'd have to tell me, as opposed to tell me to add pepper, because most of the dishes that we're going to do has spice in it, it has that kick.
And you have jerk chicken, barbecue chicken, barbecue jerk.
Right. So I did the jerk and the barbecue because funny enough, my beginnings in this whole culinary adventure started with grilled food.
Sorry, just to stick up in, I was just gonna say that the first thing I had from you many years ago at a baby shower was the barbecue chicken, and I was like, stop wasting your time doing whatever job you're doing. Can you please just open a restaurant? You had tasted barbecue, delicious barbecue chicken, and you gave me some potato salad with it. The sides are also delicious. And you had a tossed veg. I remember the plate, Jabba, right? Barbecue chicken, potato salad, and tossed veg, right? Up in the hills. So
yeah, wow, that was a long time ago. Thanks, Gabby. But that's the truth. That's where we started. The barbecue chicken is amazing. The only reason why I didn't go that route initially is just that I thought that pepper shrimp was really that niche product that could do so much more.
Right.
And I mean, I wouldn't say the plan was to use that to put me on the map in terms of doing other stuff, but it just kind of morphed organically, I suppose. And so through the getting popularity from the pepper shrimp, a lot of persons start saying, what else can you do? And then at that time, no, we got the platform to do it.
Seasoning, carries over into the other dishes that you do.
Exactly.
And it's great. People can order it from it for pickup, and you deliver as well. I mean, you notice a lot of the things you have the option of not just getting a quarter chicken or a half chicken. You can get a whole chicken, family size, or if you just want it to last for the weekend. Look at that. Look at that. Yes.
Yeah. So that's the family pack that we have for $2,500, which is rice and peas, extra barbecue sauce, barbecue chicken. And we kind of came up with that with the whole coronavirus that was going on. We figured that people are at home and people are looking to get something that was.
You don't necessarily want to cook all the time or go to the supermarket and buy ingredients all the time. So yes, this is fantastic. All right. Thanks, Jabba. Anything else you have to tell us tonight? Or I think we basically covered everything, and I'm happy to have it. It was definitely a pleasure. Please note how you can order from Jabba's Pepper Sims. You can pick up from Downer Avenue, or you can call for delivery for these delicious spicy meals.
Right. So you can call me. I think my contact information should be listed there.
Yes.
We're on 7 Crave as well, so you can order through 7 Crave.
Okay.
And you can pick up, as I said, we don't have a dining location at this time. But yeah.
But that's okay, because we're going forward. So right now we're not dining, but when we go forward post-COVID, you will have a dining location.
Sure. And so, and I mean, in the spirit of giving, since you're giving away so much stuff, and I could give you a giveaway of one of the crab and shrimp plates.
Ooh. So, all right.
Yeah.
Spirit of giving. All right. Well, I'm not going to even pull a name. Let's talk to the people right here. Tell me four things that Jabba has to offer. 4 things right now. Shoot it up. What you said, crab and what plate, Jabba?
It's a crab and pepper shrimp plate. That's with the crab, pepper, shrimp, and corn.
I wish I was entering. Teamy, rice and peas, crab, shrimp, chicken. Ah, there you go. Teamy, you're the big winner. Nella, thanks. Watch them now. Hunger belly people, hunger bears. Chicken, crab, pepper, shrimp, escovitch fish. Congratulations. That Tina May. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Jabba. It was a pleasure having you.
Yeah, man. No problem. So you can come and check me anytime this week. We're open Monday to Saturday. Oh, we're at the end of the week, right? So anytime during the week, Monday to Saturday, we're open. When it close on Sunday. So you can give me a call or link me up on Instagram.
Awesome.
Thanks again for having us, Gabby.
All right. Bless up, Jabba.
Yeah, man.
All right. So now, after we had all that pepper in our lives. We need to cool things down and bring a little bit more sweet to the palate. Now I'm going to introduce CEO of Cook Up Creations, Miss Terry. So we're gonna have Terry talk to us about what's happening with Cook Up, what specials are on offer, because I have to introduce Terry because at Cook Up, I also had Cook Up Creations cake. It wasn't a baby shower, it was a christening. Now, when I looked at the cake, I was like, you know, sometimes when the cake just look good, a lot of these places that decorate the cake really well, and then you cut the cake and you have it, and you're like, oh God, that was a waste of calories. Honestly, the cake looked beautiful, but you know, the cake kind of dry. But no, the cake from Cook Up is as good as it looks. It's moist, it's rich. So, big up Cook Up Creations. Terry, welcome. Please tell us, Terry, what's going on with Cook Up. Still here with us, right? I see her. Let's just give her a moment to holler back. Seen her yet? Terry Brown Ham of Cook Up Creations. All right, so maybe she took a little break. Can get back to her, but let me just see if I can do another giveaway. Blissful Dreams, who spoke to us earlier. Let's bring back, is Christine there from Blissful Dreams? Let's check on her. Christine Clark of Blissful Dreams. She had hair, skincare products, coconut ginger, mango passion bath bar is the prize tonight. And of course, the bath bars are easy to travel with, right? You set them up and you put them in a container after. So please tell us two items of, you know, your personal care that Blissful Dreams has to offer. First person to tell me wins that bath bar. You hearing me, guys? I need to hear two items that Blissful Dreams has: hair care, skin care. Prudence passes on that one.
That would be unfair.
Diane, come on now. Teaser, let's see. Conditioner bar, shampoo bar. Yes. Yes, we're gonna. Congratulations! It's awesome for a local artisan to win a prize. Teaser, congratulations! I remember earlier you mentioned you were interested, so look at that.
Oh, great!
Congratulations, Teaser, you win. All right, so thank you. And as you can see, Blissful Dreams, you have lotions, conditioner bars, shampoo bars, bath bars, things that are essential needs for us at this time. So thank you, Christine from Blissful Dreams. We got to pay back a visit for those who did not see Christine when we started. Is Terry back yet from Cook Up? Not seeing her name now. All right, and as we are coming close to 10, I would like to do a quick revisit to Chocolore. Where is Donna?
Am I?
Hi, Donna.
Hi.
Tell us again the 4 bars that you have, the gift packages, and how many variety packs you have. Let's just see there. So I believe you have the 60% and 70% dark chocolate, and of course dark chocolate is an acquired taste, but as you're a chocolate lover, you're not a real chocolate lover unless you acquire the taste for dark chocolate. You may think it's bitter at first, but then you're not going to even want Cadbury's after you taste Chocolore's chocolate. Bean to bar, local farmers, milk chocolate is there too, and white chocolate, but the 70% is the crowd fave. Thanks, Donna. Show me the variety packs real quick.
This is a 12-piece.
Ah, you have a 12-piece that, was it Diane won earlier? You have a 6-piece.
And we have it in both the acrylic packaging or the craft box.
So, yes, persons can choose, and we use Tara to deliver.
And we deliver free in Kingston and St. Andrew.
Right. And you have very cute gift packages for Mother's Day and Teacher's Day that even come with masks for COVID times. Ah,
each gift comes with a fabric mask. There you go. It's a pencil holder.
Okay, very innovative.
And a nice mug here.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks a lot, Donna Sharp of Chocolore Chocolates. Let's give Pucker Up a quick visit. Pucker Up. Christina and Jody, is still with us?
Hi,
Jody. Jody and Miller.
Jody is here. Christina went to. Yes.
Hi, Jody. Pucker Up. So you have the new beat line made with products. You have lip balms, you have a face mask, and you have a whipped body butter.
Yes,
right?
we actually have 3 body butters. It's whip shape body butter. We have the citrus sensation. We have the sweet amber, and we also have the golden glow, which is kind of Michael added to it.
I forgot to take my notes. I believe I have the golden glow.
Right.
So a lot for, especially if you have if you're still working hard on your feet like me, or if you have cracked heels, dry skin. I love to apply it to my heels after a bath. So check out Pucker Up. And prices are so affordable. Remind me, you have things ranging from about $400.
$300 for lip balms, and we have 9 of those.
Great gifts and tokens. 300 to 400 for lip balms, lip glosses, or face masks as well, and 800 or 850 for the body butter, depending on the kind you choose. Correct?
Correct. And
thank you so much, Jody from Pucker Up.
Thank you.
Seeing some of our artisans from earlier. I need to see a glowing face again. Tizia, you still in the house? Tizia Bennett of Rev Jewelry and Accessories.
Hey. So again, I just want to say big up yourself, Sugar Life. I learned so much, like so many amazing artisans here, and this is really a lovely energy. I won't lie to you. There's some I knew already, and some I even endorsed, like my honeybee people them. So good. I still have that wicker bottle, even though it's finished. I can't throw it away. And Pucker Up, I have lip gloss from them as well. Stush in the Bush. Oh my God.
Sweethearts.
Yeah, so you have some amazing people here. So thank you so much again. The card lady. What's her name? I'm following everyone now on Instagram. So this was really a great networking thing for me. And I must say to you again, very innovative. I commend you very much, Gabby. Thank you so much for making me a part of this. And yes, so my specials. My specials, right? So the sandals that I spoke to you about, we are doing awesome sale.
Walk away, need ladies, because they're going for $9,000 from 10.5. Steal of a thing.
Yeah. So those are on sale. We have some amazing new designs that actually sold out already because persons can benefit. I mean, COVID has closed down the borders of many countries, but we're still sending out our packages to the US and in the Caribbean to Trinidad. So persons are capitalizing on that because it's free shipping. As long as we're not shipping things that need secured shipping like gold and so on, because we do make stuff like that. It's free shipping and free deliveries across Kingston. Otherwise, island-wide delivery, we're using post to post because we find it to be the most economical, to be honest, and also it gets there. It's very reliable.
Yes,
so for other designers here, that's a great tip. I would tell you guys if you want to send your things around the place. Like the Jamaica Post has been really amazing that way, and oh yeah, I'm also doing a sale of one of my friends because persons who know our brand, the wonderful thing, my brother and I believe in community, and this is why I'm so excited about this networking, which I think you've done a really good job, Gabby, you and Randy.
Thank you so much, I appreciate it.
Yeah. So when you come to the boutique, you will find, when we open again, you will find that we have other Caribbean artisans and other local artisans. So like for instance, let me see if I want to flash anybody. Beautiful skirt, and this is a local designer, and she's doing some awesome face masks, and they're like printed and hand painted and African prints, and they're $2,000 for $1,000.
What's her name, Tizia? What's her handle?
Tasha, it's TNT Fashions.
Oh,
so I have some here. Yeah, so she's one of my favorite artisans. Yeah, so she does a tie and dye one. So you know, your face mask can be fashionable. I mean, and it can even go back with a turban or something because you know we do the turbans as well.
Yes. Yes.
Right. So yeah, I just want to tell everyone to continue keeping safe, continue doing your business. You know, as Tush in the Bush pointed out, rightfully so. It's a great time to really regroup and to refocus and to rebuild. You know, even my friend in St. Anne with the lovely jams. I'm a hungry belly, you know. So Java, the swims people, belly just you know. and the Haven, I've been to that place already. It's really a cool spot, a cute little hideaway. So yeah, I'm ready to indulge and all of that. So take care, guys. Thank you so much again, Gabby. And my information is there if you want to link up with the products that we sell for hair and face care, all natural. That's one of our latest things. And the Reggae Shea perfume oil, very, very sexy. Right, Gabby? You're a testimonial. You've used it, you know.
I know.
Right. So take care, everybody. And thanks again.
Thank you so much, Teaser. You're beautiful. All right.
Thank you.
Run back to Roseberry Paper Company, who has a set of cards, 3 minutes as a prize. Don't give away the answer just yet. But we're gonna go back to her. You can probably glimpse what it is. So she's giving away 2 Mother's Day designs plus the quarantine smiles bonus sign. I want the first person to guess which animal in COVID time she used to put on one of the cards to bring a little brightness. The cat, Michaela. Michaela, you're first. Carrie Ann, you are close from Burrito Investments Limited, but Kitty. Yes, Michaela, congrats. We love that artisans win too. So Michaela Fagan of Kayla Made Expressions wins the prize package from Roseberry Paper Company. Congratulations. Thanks again, Nakita Nemhar, and remember to make your orders by Tuesday the latest. We have something from GW Art as well. So if you can tell me 2 of the mediums used by myself, you can win a nice wooden family sign. That person's love, trendy sign to go up in the home. So I probably even gave away something already. But tell me 2 mediums that I use: wood and no is canvas. What do I paint on the canvas with? All right. Is that okay. All right, Nella. Okay. Thanks, Fiona from SMS Casting Studio, for also putting in your answers. Check her out, guys. All the expecting moms out there. I mean, it's a bit personal to be making castings right now, but have SMS Casting Studio in mind. Fiona Johnston. Check her out. But right now, congratulations to Nella Stewart of Chorlavis Pepper Jams, and she has Jamisu cakes. Let's flash back to Nella real quick. Congratulations, you won a wooden family sign from GWR. And you have sunflowers looking pretty bright and happy too. Can you show us the tamarind tipsy jam one more time, please?
Okay.
Proud fave, sugar snaps, sugar endorse.
Tamarind tipsy. This is a 4-ounce one.
Awesome. And you have a gift package box.
Yes.
On special too for Teachers Day, Mother's Day. How much does the box go for?
This one is 500.
Oh, look at that. Right. Nice, easy, and affordable, coming in from St. Anne, but comes into town very regularly to our son and more, and to do business. Thanks, Nella Stewart.
Thank you very much, Gabby. This was a great forum.
Thank you so much. Happy to have you guys. Feel so euphoric. Even though we did not have Terry Palmer Brown here with us of Cook Up, we want Randy Burgess to still show some of the designs that Cook Up Creations offers. Let's keep in mind that the cake doesn't just look good, but it tastes good too. So we're gonna bring up the cake shortly from Cook Up Creations. Okay, let me see. Chocolore, I have a question for Chocolore. Chocolore is actually in General Foods supermarket. Of course, I'm not sure about the stock on the shelves right now in COVID times, but they're in supermarket. General Foods for sure in Ligani. Chocolore, if you're anywhere else, please feel free to type it in the chat.
I will do.
So right here, Cook Up Creations, the unicorn is ever in for children right now, for birthday cakes, baby showers. That chocolate cake was posted on Sugar Lifestyle the other day. Special occasions, and I believe she customizes cakes too. Of course, you can order, just show a picture of what you'd like. And Flo ordered one for our Olympian Fast Elaine. There you go. So big up Cook Up Creations. You can make your orders, check out their page, their information has been posted, and check your emails. Is Tanya still here from Blue Banyan Books? Tanya Batson Savage, yes.
Yes, I'm still here.
Tanya, show us the joys of parenting again, because some of the parents need to remember the joys of having their children.
The joy of parenting is here. It is, and I love to show the back
pages.
Which, if you have been a mom who had to carry the kid's homework, backpack, lunch bag, and everything while you're getting ready for work, you realize that motherhood should be an Olympic sport.
Tanya, we have a question for you. You delivering books to foreign?
Yeah, we deliver to foreign. The post office works very well.
All right, very, very good. Thank you so much, Tanya from Blue Banyan Books, and you are island-wide at Brian's Books, Ocherius, Fontana, Bookophilia, Ligoni, Sangsters. So you can find books from our Caribbean authors, wide range from children to adults. You can find a book from Blue Banyan Books. There's a nice compilation of poems. The Breadfruit Kingdom, I don't know if that's nearby, you can pop that up again. We have a compilation of our Caribbean authors that have produced this in this Breadfruit Kingdom, right? And how much is the Breadfruit Kingdom, Tanya?
In this Breadfruit Kingdom is 2,200.
Excellent, excellent. So thank you so much. And you use zip mail as well to get your things across the island. But of course, the books are so affordable. Find them in store. Okay. Thanks, Tanya, Editor-in-Chief, Blue Banyan Books, Tanya Batson Savage.
Thank you.
Let's pop. I need to see Anna's face again. She's so chic. I need to see those wicker bottles. Pretty packaged honey for $2,500. We have bee sweet honey. She uses the worker bees, right, to make her honey really, really rich. Is Anna still there? We're just trying to run through everybody real quick, and we're almost there. Okay, so she may have stepped away, but big up Anna Smith of Bee Sweet Honey. Right? Very unique packaging, sourced from our local wicker man. Great gifts, and I believe Roseberry Paper Card Company card would go well with a Bee Sweet Honey bottle as a gift for Teachers Day next Tuesday, May 5th, or Mother's Day next Sunday, May 10th. Big up the Haven JA, Karen Darby for passing through. Colin, Seven Crave, Curbside Pickup and Delivery, Curry Goat, Haven Burger, Fried Fish, Jabba's Pepper Swims, Seafood, Barbecue Chicken, Jerk Pork, Cook Up Creations, Barita Investments Limited. We had a very insightful conversation to encourage us to go forward, as Christine Elstush in the Bush would say, what to do with our investments at this time. And to, of course, you know, I don't know if Randy wants to chime in with just one thing that we learned from Barita tonight. No pressure, no pressure.
I guess the important thing is just to stay positive and, you know, don't think of this as like the end all. I mean, there's a whole future beyond COVID. In general, the world has faced a lot worse than this. So it's bad for our time, but I mean, we've been through world wars and colonization and all these things. So we can get through COVID.
Thanks, Randy Burgess. And two other things that I took note of tonight were three. For my online shopaholics, just put a pause button on it. Hold on to your funds. We will rebound. We will bounce back. The timeline is not known, but hold on to investments. If your income, you know, is at a standstill right now, or you're in debt, or you have loans, we're told by Karian Newman, of investment advisor from Barita Investments Limited, that you can contact your local bank or manager. You can call them in by phone. Most branches are closed, and you can find out your options, because they're making special offers, or, you know, they're adapting to what we're going through at this time. So you won't be left in the dust, right? So that basically covers everybody. And of course, Kayla made expressions. Michaela is still there, big prize winner. Let's cut back. See if we can get back Michaela real quick. Michaela Fagan of Kayla Made Expressions. Her first pop-up, and imagine it's virtual. Congrats, Michaela, on having your customized business items, keepsakes suitable for gifts, especially to use at home right now. Chic mugs, throw pillows, photo frames, faith-based inspirational, craft-made, handmade items, and keychains. And I believe tote bags are in the mix as well, right?
Right.
And of course, to beautify our own home, not only with my GW Arts, but Amanda James of Creative House and Plants, etc. She can tell us not only how to care for plants, but she can help to transplant them, revive them, and really afford plants. Show us again that grow on and how much is for it.
You're hearing me?
I'm hearing you now.
Yes, okay. No, these are for two, three for them.
Yes.
Yes, 2, 3 up, depending on the accessories that you want to have added to them.
And these bamboo arrangements, succulents, they're good to keep in our rooms at this time because
They're also yes, they're also air purifiers too, yes. And they add to the decor and aesthetic appeal of your location or your area.
And
So
most people like to put it on these plants on their office desk. Small.
Yes, definitely. They add a creative touch. As a
and show us the sculpture again. The sculpture. How much is that one? That one's pretty.
Like 12 up, depending, as I said, on the accessories, because remember, we can add gems, we can add stones.
So you can customize your plant
Yes.
House of plants, etc. Thanks again, Amanda James.
Thank you for having us. It's a pleasure.
You're welcome. And remember, guys, all of the information for all our local artisans and businesses in the MSME sector have been emailed to you, have been posted in the chat. Look back at it. I'm Gabrielle Burgess of Sugar Lifestyle. It's been a pleasure. I want to pop back is Cool Aerobics with Kim Still here. In this time, we need to keep fit, keep our lungs going, give the gift of fitness. For Mother's Day, she has gift certificates. Social distancing is observed in the pool. 9 people per classic. Call ahead. You can choose any amount you want to put on the gift certificate when you're ordering, or 20 classes, whatever it is. But each class is $1,000. So that's Pool Aerobics with Kim. And we thank her very much for passing by tonight. Thank you all. I believe, I could stay here all night. I had so much fun. It's been fun networking. It's been fun sharing. I hope that my sugar bears had fun as well. And yes, you all stay safe. Thanks, Carrie-Ann. Thanks, guys. I'm seeing all the messages coming through. So stay safe and remember their information. I hope you can still support our local artisans at this time. If not, of course, this is what this platform is for, to keep their brands, on our radar, to keep following them, keep updated with what they have to offer. So when it's finished, I'll get some more. Cheers to a great night and enjoy the weekend, guys. At home, stay at home. Night, everyone.